Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you all for coming to our live stream today. I'm Tim or Timan. I am the current volunteer project manager for the Pathfinder 2e system on Foundry. Today we are running a live stream game of Pathfinder Society Season 4 Intro. So we're very excited. Today is in support of the Extra Life charity, so all of the players today have donated for the privileges of playing a little bit early. I'm hoping that everyone can, yeah. So seeing as I have a comment, I'm going to assume that means that you can actually hear my audio. Fantastic. Um, I would like to thank the people involved today. So first of all, from Foundry itself, all the tokens and the high resolution map was done by Anathema. So very appreciated. It's pretty cool, and you can consider this as a preview for what's coming up with the releases of the token packs sometime this fall. And no, I do not have any further information about that. My second big thank you goes out to Paizo itself, specifically our guest star today, Alex. Alex Spidel, he is the organized play coordinator for Paizo, and is graciously both attending as a player today and allowing us to run this pre-release scenario for charity. And finally, my thanks to Michael Gelfi from Michael Gelfi Studio for permission to use his audio today. So the background that you heard coming in was a Patreon exclusive track. All of the music tracks that you'll hear today are from him. For credits for the other sounds, there are sound effects that have been pulled from Freesound that you may or may not hear, and I will post those in the Twitch chat as my attribution. If you would like to know more about the Extra Life charity that we're supporting, it supports the Children's Miracle Network of charities, and the information will be up in the Twitch chat, and I'll post it again on the stream because I figured out how to put chat on the stream. Very cool. But if you'd like to learn more about the Extra Life charities, you can do so here. And if you would like to donate yourself, I have not come up with my list of rewards for this year. I will honor whatever rewards tiers that people have donated if they've already done the donation, or if you want to do the donation today. You are most welcome to. And like I said, I will happily either combine donations or do whatever. After all, this is for charity, so if you have any questions, please feel free to talk to me. I'm happy to accommodate. I have no idea. I'll probably be doing more of the coasters this year, so we'll see what I come up with for a design. But if you'd like to donate, that is the link there. Otherwise, if you would like to, if you like what you're hearing and you would like to purchase some of that music yourself, Michael Gelfi does have a free Foundry pack to try out, as well as you can go to his website and you can get all of his audio there. Additionally, you can find him on YouTube, you can find him on Spotify, and you can stream right off of there. His terms for use are actually quite gracious. And of course, we would not be doing this today without Foundry itself. So if you, for some reason, don't know about Foundry and are watching the stream and would like to, the link is in the Twitch chat as well. So without further ado, why don't we get to our players and our game? So today we have our first character will be Jeremiah. Jeremiah will be played by Alex Spidel. There's Alex. So Alex, if you'd like to give us an introduction to your character, please.
Hello, yes. Hi, my name's Alex Spidel. I'm Paizo's organized play coordinator. Today I'll be playing Jeremiah. He's a Gripply druid, and I'm an exchange student from the Magambia Academy. Down there in Ntambu, and I'm here to learn about how the Pathfinder Society does things, and take some tips and tricks back home, and just really explore life as an adventurer. So thanks to y'all so much for having me. I'm sure everything's going to go super great, and we'll have a fun time together.
Okay. Our next character I'm happy to introduce is Aria Wildsong. Aria will be playing by Leah. And you're live, so please say hello. And you're muted.
Hi, I'm Leia. I've been playing Pathfinder for a few years now. Aria grew up in a fling nomadic group They stop in the city of Bratsterwalk for a little while, and it appeared that the wife of Redkick Stridberg, the lead engineer for the King Drum Thron Fiddle, noticed her taking care of her siblings and neighborhood children. She was pregnant with her first child and decided to ask her to be the governess to their son, Master Grederick II. He was a difficult baby, and I realized that my soft singing seemed to soothe him. It seemed to even help him as he was older. And so when he became an age to leave the household, I decided it would be time for me to go explore more in the world. And my brother introduced me to the Pathfinder Society. And that's where I realized that I can help make the world a better place.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Our next player will be Mats. Mats will be playing Kugo.
Hello, I'm Mats, and today I will be playing Kugo. Kugo is a tiefling from Minkai. He is a traveler who yearns to explore the exotic places on Golarion. He travels alongside his companion Una, a cute but ferocious red panda. He wields weapons from across Golarion, as his fascination is fighting styles and the cultures of others. He is curious, kind, and wise. But he does have a ferocious streak to him that is sure to come out when things get a little bit more deadly. So yeah, that's me.
Wonderful. Our fourth player today is Petrea. Petrea will be playing Chikaman.
Hello, everyone. My name's Petrea. I've been playing Pathfinder for a few years. And Chikaman is a tiny little barbarian with a great big polearm. She originally hails from the Assyrian Golden Road kind of area. Her gnome community has a copper dragon living nearby, and one of her favorite games has been to go and find interesting things to show the dragon. And so as she ranged further and further along the Golden Road, finding more and more interesting things, she heard about the Pathfinders, who have some really, really interesting stuff. So that's why she joined the Pathfinders. And so she is the only dragon instinct barbarian I have met yet who actually likes dragons.
Wonderful. Well, searching for treasure is the theme of today, so it's an appropriate scenario for you to be on. Next up, we have Sean. Sean will be playing the very magical and fantastical Steve.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'll be playing Steve today. Steve is a summoner that loves dragons. He has a fantastical devotion to finding the strongest dragons. And he joined the Pathfinder Society in order to find even stronger dragons than the one he can summon. He doesn't want to kill him and maim the dragons in any way. He just wants to be friends.
Wonderful. I think that's going to play very well with our party today. And
Yes, we've got 2 dragons.
no kidding. And last but not least, we have Urzig Muckrucker. That'll be played by Sterling.
Hi, my name is Sterling. I've been playing Pathfinder for 8 years now, and I'll be playing Urzig Mule Mucker. He is a hobgoblin who's born in Blood Cove, section of Mwangi, and is a hobgoblin, particularly one grown up in Blood Cove. It's not necessarily the easiest place to make a living, so he had to temporarily loan his services out to a certain consortium. But as soon as he found an option to jump ship, he did to the Pathfinder Societies, and he's been using his unique skills as a kineticist to assist them ever since.
Wonderful. And so with that, why don't the group of you get summoned to the basement of the Grand Lodge? So to start off today, the group of you has been assembled. Has anybody here played either the first or second intro scenario from Season 3 on this current character?
No.
Not on this one.
So in that case, you come down the stairs and you are greeted by a very excitable Leshy. He turns to you as the group of you come in, pointing at the treasure and the boxes vaulted around the chamber. Wow, look at all these magic items, and enchanted weapons, and a skull that always looks at me funny. Look, it's right here. And he walks over to the table, and he picks up a rag. And underneath, you see a skull turn its head. Now, listen here. This is not appropriate for one of my station. Who are all you? Have you been speaking with this buffoon? At which point, Rain and Cloudy Dakes takes the sack and stuffs it in the mouth of the skull sitting on the table. He's like, yeah, there's that skull. It's not been very nice to me, for the record, but maybe you can talk to it and it'll be nicer to you. There's big magic books, and those books are about even bigger magic books. Well, I'm actually not sure about that. I haven't read them all. Cataloging it is bound to be exciting, though, right? I mean, it sure beats sorting all of the mail. And with that, a woman walks down the stairs. She looks forward at the group of you, steps around and goes over to the skull now muffled on the table and strokes her head, her finger along it. Exciting, yes, and possibly quite dangerous. Rain turns back, looking at this woman. Well, yes, but at least we're in the safety of the lodge. It can't be that bad. You said these items are harmless. He takes the skull back and pulls out the rag that's been stuffed in its mouth, the eyes glowing pink with fire. Unhand me, you hideous, rotten mushroom! Harmless? How dare you! Ring quickly stuffs the cloth back in his mouth. Well, mostly harmless. The woman fails to stifle a little bit of a grin. She looks at the group of you. For those of you who have not met me, I'm Zarta Dralnin. I'm the Grand Archivist for the Lodge. Yes, these are mostly harmless. We believe these items present no major threat to us, and we've secured those we believe to be particularly cursed. The true danger comes from an old enemy of the society, the night hag Aslan. She nearly claimed these treasures for herself before they were entrusted to us. We don't know why she needs the items, or which ones are most central to her wicked plans. I'm off to a meeting to discuss the situation with Eliza, Ambrose, and the other faction leaders. You'll all stay here with Rain and continue cataloging these objects. We need to learn where these items come from to understand what they do. Then we can decide to do what to do with them. Do any of you have any questions?
Well, I have some questions. Why is the skull so mean to Rain and Cloudy Day? He seems like a perfectly friendly person, but that skull, he's not very nice.
Well, the skull itself seemed to have sort of, we'll say, tagged along. Rain may be lovely, but he may not have been taking the appropriate tack with the skull in particular. I don't believe he gave it sufficient reverence, and as excitable as he is, he may or may not have. Rain jumps in. I dropped the skull. I didn't expect it to talk to me, and then it did. And then after that, it was very angry. I'd suggest that you do not drop the skull. And he just sort of looks down. Well, better he tells you than me.
Jeremiah will pull out his journal and make a note. Don't drop skull.
Kugo will turn over to Una and kind of lean a little bit down and say, "Now remember, do not touch that skull. Very important." And then he turns back and asks, "May I ask, this night hag, what is her way of, how is this said? What is her way of conniving? What is her scheme? Do we know? Has she perhaps cursed these items or put foul traps in them?"
Well, no, we don't believe so. It seems like she was trying to possess these items. We don't know what her scheme is. That's something that we're hoping to uncover, so pay attention and see if there's anything interesting. Aslan herself caused trouble for the Society a few years back. Even tried to capture and sell the soul of our former Master of Spells. We thought we'd seen the last of her after we still helped stop her from raiding a magical demiplane known as the How Jin Tapestry. Apparently she's still hunting for treasures, and She has something horrible planned for the Pathfinder Society.
Then we must be cautious. A great evil may lurk here still.
Quite. I'd warn you that at least one of these objects, and sort of gestures to the skull that seems to be chewing on the sack that Rain put into its mouth, they seem to be alive in a sense. So far, it seems like after being dropped, the skull just insults, well, everyone. Maybe you can talk to it and learn more. We haven't found any other creatures in the vault yet. It's not our business to keep creatures captive, though. So we'd like to help them get home if we can, and keep them safe from Aslan for sure. So make sure you do that should you run across anything.
He sort of looks at the rest of his companions and says,
Then we shall be careful to not engage violently with anything we meet that does not meet our blades at once.
Well, that's just generally a good idea for anyone involved with the society.
Sopman says, yes, certainly, violence is one of the last things. And then turns to Rain and says, I probably would have dropped it too if I was holding what just looks like a skeleton and started speaking, so I understand.
And Rain just sort of nods, like, see, you get it. Maybe just still don't drop the skull. You know now, so that'll help. Zarta shushes Rain. Rain, can we please finish with the briefing? I do have to get to my meeting. Is there anything else, good agents?
Are there any interesting weapons that may lay around in this place for us to pursue?
So Rain pipes up. Oh, actually, why don't I give you a very, very quick tour of all the things that I've been doing? And so he starts, and he points out. First, he brings you all to this area in the center, filled with boxes. This is where I've piled the hoard of treasures. Originally, I tried to organize the boxes, but I think there's probably some really magical stuff in here. But I separated some out. So there's a couple of easy boxes at a table over here if you want to look at those. And then there's some over here if you want to look at those. And then there's some more over here if you want to look at those. And then when you empty the boxes, I put a big pile of them over here. But those are just boxes, so you can probably ignore them. Because when I started, there weren't boxes there. And then I talked to Amiri, and there were these big shelves, so she helped me move them up here. And she said, Rain, why did you want to put the shelves up here? And I'm like, well, shelves go high. So I put all the shelves up high. But be careful when you climb them, because they're a little bit rickety. I asked her to make them sturdy, and then she just said, I'm not a crafter. You know, that way that Amiri does. And then that. And then, oh yeah, weapons. You wanted weapons, and so all over here. There's rows and rows of weapons. I put them in nice, neat holders that I found. Valuros helped me, and we just brought them all up, and it was fantastic. And then I cut myself. And then after the skull dropping thing, I just have avoided them. So if you want to look at them, maybe there's some really great items in there. But yeah, I don't want to go there anymore. And then I decided, you know what? I was really, really good at arranging all of the letters. So I came and I pulled out all of the scrolls, and I pulled out all of the magical things, and then I spread them out all over here. And then I realized I don't know that much about magic. So they're in a pile, and they're probably organized. And yeah. And then there's the skull over here, and I put it on the table so that you could all see it. Zarda's like, I'm gonna go now. I hope you have a wonderful time. Please keep yourself safe, and please try and keep Rain safe. He's like, what? You don't need it. It's fine. I carried things. It was a paper cut, and then a talking skull, and it's not like there were any monsters. So I'm fine. I will lead all of these agents to success. And Zarta's like, yeah, we'll see about that. I'm late for my meeting. If you have any more questions, I'm sure Rain can try to answer them for you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And she rushes off with great haste.
Bye, Zarda.
Thank you.
Rain's like, so, well, why don't we get right down to business? I'm going to go over to the hallway and make sure that Zarda's gone, or see if there's anything that she needs, or wait for any information. But each of you, You can all go to different piles and start looking through things and or talk to the skull. And if you want to talk to the skull, and he starts just walking slowly away. I'm just gonna be over here. Have fun. Let me know if you find anything. And so Rain sort of runs off. And so with that, we are going to enter our first round of exploration. Exploring the Vault of Boundless Wonders. This is a secret activity. So you'll be searching around. Each search attempt is going to take you about 10 minutes. If you do choose to detect magic, I will warn you there's a lot of magical things, but you will get a +1 status bonus if you cast Detect Magic. You can't use guidance on these checks because it's a 10-minute activity, but if you have something that gives you a 10-minute bonus, you can certainly do that. And so why don't we switch over to our happy player names, and we will just go in order. So first up, Jeremiah, where would you like to go searching for your 10 minutes?
Oh gosh. So are we actually like searching for things, or can we do some of the things that Rain said? Because like I know that one of our party members definitely wants to go play with the fun shiny magic weapons. You know, as someone whose job is an emissary, I would like to try and make friends with this skull, but I don't know if it's time to try and make friends yet or not.
Absolutely. So each of the areas that Rain dragged you to, you can do different activities.
Gotcha.
So the first one where you have the skull, if you'd like, you can use a skill such as, we'll say, Arcana, Diplomacy, Occultism, or Religion to talk to this very magical skull and see what you want to do. If you'd like to go and search the pile of treasure in the center of the room, something like Arcana, Crafting, or Perception would be a valuable skill. Any of the piles of objects to the north, the west, and the southwest, so the piles of boxes that Rain put out at those tables, you can go over to, again, Arcana, Crafting, Perception to see if you can find something useful in those piles. The pile of empty chests is literally a pile of empty chests. At this point, really not worth searching. The shelves, if you'd like, you'll have to climb up on top of them. So acrobatics, athletics, thievery, or underworld lore to try and go through, or say medicine to clean up all of Rain's blood that is now coating the shelves.
What the fuck?
Oh no, poor Rain.
If you'd like to go and look through the
blood.
Someone just go and check on Rain to make sure he's fine.
Yeah, now I'm concerned.
It's fine. It's just a little bit of xylem from inside the leshy.
You need 10 minutes and a medicine check to check on someone's blood. There's too much blood.
Yeah.
If you'd like to go and inspect the weapons, Arcana, Crafting, Gladiatorial lore, Warfare lore would all be valuable checks to use. If you'd like to go through the scrolls, so any of the magical items in the pile that Rain helpfully took everything out and spread on the ground for you, that would be Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion. So those would be basic checks. If you've got another idea of something that you'd like to do, if you have, for instance, Undead Floating Skull lore, that would be a great lore skill to use.
What a coincidence! Now. Yeah, so now I'm deeply concerned about Rain as a player. However, I don't think Jeremiah knows how much mushroom blood is on those shelves, so he's not concerned yet.
Mushroom blood. There must be some utility in that, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting into that. So I think what I would do is I would spend the first little bit, my party members can go off wherever, but I just want to like make small talk with this skull, introduce myself, I'm Jeremiah, here's my whole deal, and sort of try and figure out what his deal is, and, you know, constantly promise him that I would never drop him.
Okay, so if you would like to make a blind check, we'll see how that goes. So you walk up to the skull. You pull out the rag and you start spending about 15 minutes talking to this skull.
I have made my blind diplomacy roll.
Wonderful. So you speak with the skull, and the skull's like, "Oh, finally, someone civil to speak to. You know what? Call me Zikaritz. No, it's not my name, but it's shorter than all-powerful wizard. That's right. I can do magic. Just wait. Keep me close, and I will prove it to you. I just have to remember how to do magic, but I'm sure I can do magic. And so if you'd like, you can now carry around the skull with you. It seems to be a huge fan. In fact, why don't we just update your token art so that you can carry a skull?
I can think of nothing funnier than Jeremiah making a new friend from an all-powerful wizard and choosing to carry him around for the rest of the scenario. So I'm gonna do that.
So there you go. If you take a quick look at Jeremiah, you will see that his hand
Wait.
outstretched is now holding a skull.
You
Because
had that in the bag?
maybe.
Can we just hand him around just to sort of see if he has all of us? His hand stretched out.
Let's not test the limits of the GM's prep. Speaking as a GM myself.
Just place him on the theater with the skull. I'm sure that'll be fine.
because then we might drop him. And I assured my new friend Zicarus that we would never ever drop him. So he's just going to be my friend, and he's going to whisper arcane secrets in my ear.
Kugo seems a little bit distressed. He wants arcane secrets too.
Filthy elf magic.
So Aria, what would you like to go and inspect for your first 10 minutes?
Aria's going to go with the scrolls because their best thing is religion, and she heard that there might be religious scrolls over there. So
Okay, so why don't we pull you down and we'll take you going through the scrolls. So if you would like to go through the scrolls, I'll need a blind arcana, nature, occultism, or religion check, if you please. So with that, you start going through all of the scrolls on the ground. I need you to roll 1d6, if you would please.
Uh-oh.
yeah, my thoughts too.
Going through all of the scrolls, as you finish up, you do find something. You find
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. You find a scroll of telekinetic maneuver.
We can use that to move some stuff.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Maybe
Scroll
so
of
that skull doesn't fall again.
Next up for our searching, Kugo, where would you like to go and search?
Right, listen. So, I'm not very smart. I do, however, have warfare lore. And I did say I wanted to go to the Blades. But Kugo is also very wise, so he realizes that maybe that is not his domain. And he will instead try to go somewhere where his keen eyes will be more of use. Is there... So, the sort of... The fact that we're splitting the party, per se, is sort of distressing a bit. I just want to kind of know what the... If something were to go horribly wrong, do we like start from the position that we are on the map, or what's up with that?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to leave too far then. So
I think it's fine. I think it'll be fine.
Let's keep it a bit tight.
It's fine. Everything will be fine.
You should go check out the weapons.
So, where are the assorted items and the pile of treasure again?
The pile of treasure is the
center, right?
gold globe in the middle. And assorted items are up the stairs to the north, up the stairs to the west, and up the stairs to the southwest.
So I feel like that one is probably the first to go to, right? Because it's right in front of me and it's close to everyone else. And it's all about looking at things. So Kugo's going to go and look at things and have Una assist.
Okay.
Una's going to go and sniff and be like very pensive.
Fair enough. Can I get a aid roll from Una and a blind perception check from you, please?
All right, Una, help me out. Una does not help much.
Unfortunately, the boxes smell a lot like Leshy blood, and it's quite off-putting.
Oh, Una does lick it a bit.
It's a little watery.
All right. Let's see here. Blind gem roll. Let's go. I don't have hunted prey I can seek, can I? No. Can I say hunted prey magic item?
You start going through the pile. After a couple of minutes, Una charges in. You hear this sort of ruffling noise, and she comes and emerges with a brooch in her mouth. You have found a brooch of shielding.
Excellent work, Una. You do me proud.
and then leans down, takes it up, and says and exclaims,
Look, I have found the treasure. I do not
you-
know what it is.
You hear from around the corner. Oh, that's good. I did not find that.
But I did.
and then looks to Una and says,
And that is why they pay us the big bucks.
takes it.
So next up, Chickaman, what would you like to look, or where would you like to look?
Well, Chickaman was going to try to invite the skull to come visit her dragon friend, but the giant frog guy got it instead, so Chickaman is going to look for the pile of magic items.
Which pile? The one in the center of the room, to the north, to the west, or to the southwest?
How about to the west?
Okay. So we will take you up there. And so, if you'd like to look through the assorted objects, Arcana, Crafting, Perception, a lore skill that might be useful for going through assorted items, all up to you.
Well, she does actually have Arcana, because her background is in hunting down interesting things along the Golden Road. So
I will take a blind Arcana check, please. Whoops, Draconic is not going to be helpful for that. No, it's in your inventory. So you start going through the pile of things. You spend a frustrating 10 minutes sort of tearing apart. So it's a fail. If you would like, I will allow you to hero point it. So as a reminder, everybody starts with 1. And I didn't actually ask, does anybody here have any glyphs?
Yes.
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 wow.
What's this? What's glyphs?
So
Confused.
for organized play, there are 3 glyphs, and I want to say there's 1, 2, 3 level 1 characters. So how about we say Steve, Kugo, and Chickaman all start with 2 hero points for this adventure.
Works for me.
All right. Well, how about I burn one of those straight away?
Sounds good. If you want to give me another blind Arcana check.
There you
go. Okay, with that, you hear as you start going through and are getting continually frustrated, Rain say, no, I already checked that box. Check the one beside it. No, that one. You get frustrated. You turn around, and as you do, you knock the box over, and out tinks. Can I get a 1d4 from you, please? Falling out of the box, you find a potency crystal.
Ooh.
I was going to think I was like a bomb that was going to fall out now. Yeesh.
So next up, we have Steve. Steve,
We'll
where
stick
would
that
you...
to the Guizarm.
Okay, so Steve knows that there's nothing better than a good, sharp weapon. So Steve is going to go down and have a look at what weapons they have available.
Okay.
And he's going to use Arcana and Detect Magic to try and find some magical weapons.
So if you would like, you may roll a blind Arcana check with a +1 bonus.
Perfect. Boom. There you go.
There's just a lot of magic surrounding you, so that is a fail. You can hero point and reroll if you so choose.
I shall hero point and reroll it.
You get a little bit more of a sense. You think that there's probably some magic weapons up here, but you're sort of distracted by all the noise, unfortunately.
Okay.
And last but not least, Urzig, where would you like to go and kinetically explore?
Urzig is a sailor by trade and he's used to climbing rickety things, so he's going over to the shells.
Okay. So Urzig takes the long tour, climbing up, and is now 25 feet above the floor, getting up to the top of the ceilings of the archive. The shelving in front of you is wedged almost up into the roof. You have no idea how Amiri got it up here, other than through straight frustration. How would you like to proceed inspecting?
He's knowledgeable about crafting, so he'll use his knowledge to see if he can find anything that was magically crafted.
Okay, go for it. I will take a blind crafting check, if you please, to see what you can find in this particular spot. Looking around, you spend a decent amount of time just trying to shore up the shelves. It's difficult to get up, so that's a failure if you'd like to hero point.
No, I'm going to hold on to my hero point for now.
Okay, someone asking about the donation link. I will pop it back into chat. If you'd like, you may donate there.
We love donating to Extra Life. Yes, we do.
So
Yes.
with that, the group of you all hear a scream from the north. Rain yells out, "They're not real. They can't be. I can't. I don't. Help! Please help! They're after me!" He runs in and he collapses to the ground, covering his eyes, and behind you see spectral creatures appearing out of the mist. All of a sudden, from all around, you see additional creatures popping into view. They look a little bit strange. And with that, can I have everybody please roll initiative?
We're so spread out, guys.
Oh no.
At least I've got my flanking buddy with me, so it'll be fine.
These are some pretty dice we got going on, by the way.
Oh shoot, I might have been rolling for some of you. Stupid buttons.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I crit. At least me and Jeremiah are close, so.
Yes, we want to be buddies.
Battle buddies. Fucking hell.
Crank that music down a little
sorry.
bit.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, good.
I turned it down. So first up is this creature who's over here to the north. It starts floating along. Coming around the boxes. And that'll end its first turn. Urzig, you're the first player to react. What would you like to do? You're high up top, so you are presently 25 feet above the creature up here. Below you are steps that are 10 feet down. Sorry, 15 feet down.
Well, first thing I need to do is get down. Because the last thing I want to do is be knocked down from this.
So if you'd like to climb down, you can make an athletics check.
I'm good at those.
I'm not good at those,
Things like
apparently.
that.
I said I'm good at those.
With that, you climb down onto the next set of stairs. As you begin to climb down, you start slipping on what you realize is Leshy xylem that's dripped off. You quickly reach out with the other hand, grabbing the edge, swinging yourself down, dropping safely onto the stairs below. You have 2 actions remaining.
With that, touching the stone, I start gathering elements to have some nice stone going on. And then I'm going to strike out at this thing using my flexible blast, kinetic blast. Because I don't trust this thing. It doesn't look friendly, so it needs to get attacked.
A 19 is a hit. Roll damage.
Yeah, minimum damage, but damage is damage. And that's my turn.
Next up, Kugo.
Right. So these creatures, can you describe them? They look like shades of sorts. Are they see-through?
Sort of. If you would like to try and identify them, it will be a blind religion or society check.
I'm horribly stupid, so I'd rather not. But I see my Gripply friend, and I will draw my katana and wield it with 2 hands, and then use an action to move in front of my buddy, and then use an action to have Una move to the side. And that's my turn. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Next up, Chikaman. A shady creature has just run around and is on the opposite side of the table from you. What would you like to do?
Well, hey, I was just when this was getting good. I don't like that. She will rage. We'll get the effect there. And hey, she's got a reach weapon, and it's within reach, or does she need to move around the table?
Nope.
Okay. I'll just start hacking at this thing to make it go away and let her keep looking at the cool stuff.
Go for it. Roll your first attack. A 22 is definitely a hit on this creature. Roll damage. You pierce into this shade-like creature. It takes 10 points of damage. You have 1 action remaining.
Well, that worked. Let's try it again.
Another strike, another hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Not quite as strong, but still a pretty good hit. The shade starts flickering in and out of existence, but it's still managing to hold itself together. Seeing what's happening, this creature from below is going to run up the stairs, turn towards the barbarian, and is going to lash out with its fist. However, the very, very small gnomish barbarian, as it's thrusting its second attack into the creature that had run around, manages to duck just out of the way of the second one. Jeremiah, the skull that's with you, it says, "Oh, I remembered something! I remembered how to cast a thing!" And with that, it casts heroism on you.
Oh! What does that do?
A +1 to pretty much everything for 10 minutes. And then it's like... It's lights go dim. It's like, I need to rest now. And it sort of blinks out of your... It sort of lifts out of your hand, floats over to the table, sets itself down, and the eyes grow dim.
Oh, no, wait, I was gonna ask if you knew what... Oh, alright, well, I'll take the heroism, I guess. Oh boy, okay, I feel powerful. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Cool, okay, so player Alex knows that there's a creature up to the north of us.
Yes.
Can I see that, or is there a wall between us?
There is not. It is 10 feet above you.
Okay, cool. But I do know that it's there, so that seems like a real problem. So the first thing I would like to do, you said that we could use society to try and identify these?
Absolutely.
I would love to do that. Should I make a blind roll about that?
Yes, please make a blind
Great.
roll to...
All right, so blind society roll, and I don't have dubious knowledge or anything that means that you lie to me if I fail. So,
These look a lot like bugbears to you, but they don't seem to be particularly real. They're real in the sense that they physically exist, but they seem like more like they're a manifestation. So they're not ghosts, but they seem like what you would imagine Rain would have in his nightmares. You would know that because of their manifestations, they would have a weak will save, but they would be strong against fortitude. Chances you do see in their hands that they are carrying a spear in one hand, and you know that if for some reason you cannot see it because of its spectral nature, it could sneak up behind you, grab you, and scare you.
that would be bad.
You imagine that this is exactly how Rain would imagine his nightmares acting.
Oh, poor guy. Okay. But they look shadowy. They don't look like ghosts or anything, right?
That's correct. They just look like
All
they're more shadow creatures, but they don't seem to be particularly ghost-like.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of things then. First, I'm gonna share that information just at the top of my voice, so you know, Kugo in front of me will definitely hear it, and everyone else if they're in earshot might hear it. I'm also, if you'll let me, gonna holler for Rain to come near me if he can, and I'm not gonna explain why. But I'm just gonna be like, Rain, come over here. You'll be safe over here.
You just hear, "Oh, okay."
Fair enough. And then it was one action to recall the knowledge, so then I would like to use my last two actions to see if I can cast a spell at this guy. So I would like to sort of make a motion with my hands, and a bolt of sticky goop will shoot out at this creature as I attempt to cast Tanglefoot at it.
Go for it. 5, 10. Yep, that's
Okay.
within range.
Yep. So I will go ahead and roll the attack, which...
Oh,
You crit on Tanglefoot?
Okay.
That's
Okay. I can
My
get
role in
behind
this
it.
party is to debuff things.
you crit on Tanglefoot.
Good job. Good job.
You're just knowing the shadowy essence. You give a quick tweak to your Tanglefoot spell, and you see that it lands, and almost dark, nightmarish clamps come out of the ground and lock it into place. You hear from the far side, "Yay!"
Wow, it's never worked that well.
Kugo just sort of turns and like,
That was incredibly powerful.
Yes, well, I'm something of a blaster myself, you know.
So this terror down here will walk around the corner, turn to Urzig on the stairs, attempt to give him a 1-2 punch. First one swings, he manages to just connect for 6 points of damage, swinging his second fist. Urzig manages to duck out of the way.
Stupid shadow things.
Next up, Steve.
Okay, so the Ender Dragon is going to just stride around the corner, and then unleash a mighty breath attack, which is awesome. Acid breath in a 60-foot line, targeting the bugbear creeper.
Okay.
no, not the books.
So can he make me a reflex saving throw?
A 16.
Does that not have a button?
Uh,
Sorry about that.
Which unfortunately does succeed against the DC 15.
Is it not DC?
Oh wait, it's against
17?
your. Sorry, it's against your spell
Yeah.
DC. So
Spell
yeah, no,
DC, yeah.
that is correct. So it fails. Roll
Perfect.
damage.
Cool.
So it gets sprayed for 5 points of acid. It starts to sort of dissolve this shadowy creature. You see that part of the shadowy essence of it starts to drip down and go on the ground, still holding
Perfect.
together, but otherwise not looking so good.
And Steve is going to act together alongside that action and just begin running over here.
Okay.
Perfect. So that's my turn.
Next up is the creature that is horribly immobilized by Tanglefoot. It's going to spend part of its turn just absolutely ripping against these chains that are holding it. Unfortunately, not able to break it. It takes its spear, and it is going to, because it can't really see Jeremiah, throw it at Kugo in frustration. Kugo, you get stabbed in the arm by a spear that you didn't expect for 7 points of damage, and that will end its turn.
Thank you for your weapon, Shade.
Aria, you're up. You see a creature that's just had acid spit on it from above. What would you like to do?
Well, Aria will begin by singing for her friends. Going to do a lingering composition to see for how long her singing will last. Looks like my focus pool was empty. Accident.
So it's inspire courage.
Yeah, I'm going to do lingering composition to begin with.
Oh shit, you got the aura thing going on?
Yeah. The invisible walls, unfortunately, are blocking it, so it would affect the Eidolon and it would affect Urzik.
So
Would it also affect us as well?
Oh, I thought I turned all these down, sorry. No, because the wall's in the way.
Oh, that stops
You don't
animation?
have line of effect. But I'd say the Eidolon, Steve, and Urzik would all have line of effect.
So does 15 do succeed for lingering composition?
Urzik's level 3, so I believe it does not. It is a fail.
Okay. So inspire courage just for one turn, and she's going to pick up a rock from the ground and cast telekinetic projectile.
Go for it. So target, feel free to make your attack.
A critical hit.
Okay, roll damage. I'm pretty sure this thing is not going to survive.
What's up with you guys and your crits? What the heck?
Okay,
Oh, my lord.
20 points of damage. Yeah, and with that, as the thing's oozing and dripping, you grab one of the pieces of part of one of the boxes that Rain had ripped open haphazardly, just absentmindedly toss it up, and it just splinters through this creature who disappears. Which is good, because it was
They
going next.
say birds can't do good.
Next up, we have Rain, and you just hear, crawl, 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 crawl. I'm coming!
Oh, baby.
Next up is the bugbear up here. It is going to take its time, walk around, come up to our gnomish barbarian, and make 2 angry strikes with its fist. First one, swing and utter miss, as the gnome jumps up over the strike. Second one, swings over top, tries to land, and the gnome ducks underneath.
Don't try to outrage a barbarian.
Urzik, you're up.
First thing Urzik is going to do is use his gathered elements to throw the stone shield. Because defense is always a good thing. And then he's going to blast at this thing in his face because he wants it gone.
That'll hit. Roll damage. You blast into the creature for 8 points of damage. It's interesting, as the earth flies forward, it pushes through. The earth comes out sort of dripping in black, sort of dream-like substances which boil off of the earth. It now seems less substantial in front of you than it was. You have one action remaining.
Let's try that again.
As you try and gather it back to yourself, unfortunately, it's unsuccessful, as it almost sucks through the same holes as the creature's shape collapses down.
Darn.
Kugo,
That's
you're up.
mine.
Right, the spear that was thrown at me. Is it physically in my person?
No.
Is it physically existing
Yes.
in the nearby vicinity?
You could spend an
Can
action
I-
to pick it up if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it right back.
Okay. So I'll put a spear into your inventory. So you now have a
Yep.
spear. Feel free to pick it up with a single interact action to equip it.
Yep.
So you pick
Yeah.
it up.
I can use a free action to go one hand on my katana, basically, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then, I will throw it right back.
Okay, so feel free to target and throw.
Yeah, I am not good at throwing, so we'll see how this works out. I'm not very dexterous, alright?
You throw it at the creature. Unfortunately, it misses and it clatters far behind. So it's at least out of reach of the creature at this point.
Yeah, there you go. That was the point. And then I'm going to move. So would it be difficult for it to hit me if I was to stand like right underneath, like in this range area?
It's 10 feet up. It still only has 5 foot of reach.
Yeah. I will go back here because that will give me cover, right? If I kind of go back there. I'm not
Okay.
taking cover, so it's not like greater
Sure.
cover or anything, but yeah, I will go there.
So I'm just going to.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Chickaman, you are surrounded by two. There's one that's very injured below you and one that's been untouched to the west. What would you like to do?
First she'll shout to Rain, yes, go to Jeremiah. I will take care of these. And then she will proceed to try to take care of them by attacking the one that she hit before.
Distracted looking at Rain. Although you seem to have... so you do have hero points available.
Yes. Well, let's hero point that. Let's not waste the first attack.
You strike the one to the south, dipping down, recovering. You go to make a strike. It sort of goes between the creature's legs, and you flick up. Roll damage. Your Gizarm
Ouch.
just streaks through the creature as it dissolves into inky blackness. Rain's like, "Oh, good. There's only a couple nightmares left. Thank you."
Great! Now you! So you said these are floating?
They're not
Not
really
walking?
They're not really floating. They look like it's a simulation. You're not quite sure that they're really there, but maybe they are. You don't know.
I wonder if it looks trippable. Now we'll just slash at it wildly and see if that works.
Go for it. Feel free to target and roll your second attack. An 8, unfortunately,
No.
is a miss.
And number 3. Barbarian tactics are very simple. No.
Unfortunately, the inky blackness from streaking through the first one, it blurs your vision a little bit. You slash out with some barbarian rage, unfortunately missing this strange creature. It, however, is going to attempt to spend an action. It'll first take a step back and stab at you. It'll punch you with its fist. Seeing that this is just not working, it's taking a step back, and it's going to try and throw its spear through you. That one being much more successful. The spear lodges in you for a total of 2 points of damage on a
More
critical hit.
successful.
Much more successful. That'll end its turn. Jeremiah, still feeling heroic. You're up.
Yes, I feel very heroic, and I look at the shade that I have immobilized, and I look at my buddy Kugo, and I say, "You got this, buddy." And whoopsie daisies. I am going to double move here. Is there any reason I can't get here with my 25 feet of movement if I double move?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, I will run over to there. I will see Rain sort of crawling on the ground, and I just want to sort of. My theory, Jeremiah's theory, is that these things have come from Rain's brain and his stresses and his anxieties, and so I want to just kind of speak very calmly and soothingly to him and just say, "It's all right, buddy. They're not real. You don't have to worry about them. They're not going to hurt you." And I just want to try and maybe use diplomacy to calm him and see if it can make these things go away.
Okay, roll a diplomacy check.
Okay. Public or secret?
You can roll it open.
Okay. Whoops, that's not how I roll things. There we go. Okay, total of 18.
Roll 1d4.
Okay. I got a 2.
You focus. Rain just sort of whimpers a little bit. But it seems to have done a little bit of mental damage to all of these creatures. So those 2 points of damage. As Rain feels a little bit better about the circumstances.
I'll be honest, I did not fully expect that to work. That's my 3.
Definitely not part of the scenario for anyone watching.
Oh no! I'm improvising.
You're improvising.
It definitely made sense, though. I like it.
This creature is going to disengage from Urzig. Instead, it's going to charge up to Jeremiah and strike.
Me?
Jeremiah, as you're making Rain feel better, you get bludgeoned in the back of the head for 7 points of damage.
Ow!
Steve, you're up.
Perfect.
I don't know why all of these are still so loud.
Hello, did I just disconnect?
You sure did.
Yep.
Right at the start of my turn as well. Anyway, Steve is going to start making his way towards where he saw the one bugbear run off to. So he's just going to take 2 strides. And he still can't see it because there's a wall in the way, so he has to... how high up are these stairs?
You're presently 10 feet up.
Oh, okay. Steve unfortunately has to run down the stairs. Yeah, so Steve is just going to spend his entire turn moving. But he is helping. And the Ender Dragon is just going to move the other way. And that's all of Steve's movement.
Okay. So next up is the immobilized creature. It is going to try and escape again. Tugging and tugging as much as it can. It cannot break 3. It's going
Damn
to...
it, get your ass down here!
It looks at Kugo and it starts screaming out, trying to scare. Kugo is not at all scared by this creature.
Ooh, is there a critical failure effect on Demoralize?
Unfortunately, there is not a critical failure effect on Demoralize.
You think you scare me?
But that'll end its turn. Aria, you're up. What would you like to do?
We'll begin by moving north. She'll go towards the center, so... Oh, colliding with the wall. Two little steps at a time. Oh.
Getting to the edge of the wall, you see a creature that's run up and punched Jeremiah in the back of the head.
Okay. I will move forward for another movement. And I'm going to do guidance on him. Jeremiah.
I'll let you know that Jeremiah does have heroism on him, so it
Ah,
won't
yes.
stack.
Yeah.
I will do it on... What is the name of the panda again?
Una.
I will give it to Uno.
Okay.
Una wags her little tail. Fluffy little tail. She appreciates it.
Okay, so
And that's the truth.
Una now feels well guided.
Hmm.
It's now Rain's turn. I crawl away, crawl away. I am going to crawl away. And he crawls away from his nightmare.
Buddy, no. Oh.
Urzig, you're up. After being, after bludgeoning this creature, you're a little bit insulted that it would run away from you, but it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Get back here! Chases after him and does another earth blast at him. He's just in range. Got a little flexible blast.
Oh.
Unfortunately, your blast goes wide.
Let's try this again. Oof.
I feel you, bud.
Well, that's my three.
With that, Kugo, you're up.
Looks towards Aria, gives like a little nod, and looks down towards Una and says,
Una, help our friend.
and will command Una to move the exact 35 feet that it has. So can't get flanking, sadly. And we'll go for, let's see, what's the most damage here? I believe it's a claw, yeah. Or jaws, yeah.
Una bites in critically, just ripping apart Rain's nightmare. Roll critical damage.
And this was because of the fucking... Oh!
It is still enough to tear apart
Yes!
Rain's nightmares.
So this little red panda just... and bites in the neck and sort of swings off the neck with the jaws and like rips across and lands and looks up at Jeremiah sort of like expecting treats or something.
We'll get there, buddy. Don't worry. I owe you one.
Kugo will then nod again, pick up a hammer from his loop on the belt and chuck it towards the bugbear. Actually, let me check the range on the throw, because it might be a bit awkward. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh shit. Of course I can't delete. How? There. Cool, so draw. And then throw with my amazing dexterity. Yeah, there goes the hammer.
The hammer goes, it flies, it clinks around the corner.
I will note down where it landed. I will not have another hammer go to waste. Too many now. I started out with 6. I'm now got 2.
Chickaman, you're up.
Well, it moved away. That's progress. It needs to move further away. Like away. So, hack and slash.
23 will hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
You slash through the creature. It just evaporates on the end of your gizarm.
Nice. All right, are there any more of these things around here?
From
Yes,
where you're
way over
standing, you
there.
see that up on the other pillar, there is one creature that seems to be held in place up here by dark ethereal chains.
Just being chucked shit at.
You have 2 actions. Oh, did we lose you on audio? So,
She appears to
Looks
have
like we're
moved twice.
moving.
in a fury, Chickaman runs around the corner, down and up the stairs. Jeremiah, still feeling heroic. What would you like to do?
Yeah, Rainy Cloudy Day appears to have disappeared off my screen. Did he get eaten by the shadows?
It's only because I accidentally deleted Rain.
Oh, well.
Accidentally, yeah.
Oh, well. I'll miss him. Okay, so, how close to him do I need to be to do the same thing I did last turn?
You just need to be within verbal.
Oh, great. Okay, so, seeing that worked last time, I get very excited about it, and I am going to, use my Magambian Attendant dedication to cast the one arcane focus spell that I get, which is Infectious Enthusiasm, and I will choose to gain a +1 bonus to, I get a choice of attack rolls, will saves, or charisma-based skill checks. I'm choosing charisma-based skill checks.
You already get a +1 from heroism.
Oh no, they're both status bonuses, aren't they?
They are.
Nuts. Okay, well, then I won't use my cantrip because I'm already feeling heroic. Well, good, that gives me more actions. Okay, then please hold while I look at my cantrips. I know the rules of this game. Okay, fine. I'm going to spend 1 action doing the same thing I did last time and trying to encourage Rain to not give in to his nightmares and understand that, you know, they're just pretend, they're just your brain making up stories. And I will try and do a diplomacy check again.
Okay.
Oh.
Even with a little bit of a modifier added on for trying to repeat the challenge, that is a success. Roll 1d4.
Nice. Okay.
Kugo just looks at his wounds, thinking, "Why is this imaginary? It feels quite real."
Encouraging Rain, you see that the bugbear out of the corner of your eye, it starts to lose a little bit of its energetic dark power.
Good. And then I whip around, and with my other 2 actions, I cast Ray of Frost at it, because I'm sick of this thing.
Go for it. 27 is a critical hit. Roll damage.
There, honestly.
I mean, it had a 10-foot status penalty. It's still immobilized. Roll damage.
Incredible. How do I make it be a critical hit here on Foundry
you just roll
DTT?
damage and I double it.
Okay.
We haven't added that to spells yet.
Oh, okay, cool. Then, so I guess that's a total of 12 cold damage, and it's also even slower now. If it ever gets immobilized.
Oh, damn it! Please let it get to me.
I'm so sorry.
You just target it. You see, like, through its chest, just a blast of cold energy knocking out some of these nightmarish, wispy energies. Part of it coalesces, but it looks much less pieced together. Steve, you're up.
Steve is still very much too far away from the fight. So the Ender Dragon is much closer than Steve. So the Ender Dragon is going to begin rushing towards the very much still alive Shadow.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. That sounded so accusatory. I'm sorry it's still alive, alright?
And that's my turn.
Did you roll 1d4 for its recharge?
It has 1 round left on recharge.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Next up is the immobilized creature. It is going to try and spend its turn escaping.
You bastard. Can I give a hero point to a fucking monster? Oh, thank you.
It rips absolutely through. With its first action, it is going to... with its second action, It's going to attempt to climb down.
I mean, the nice thing about it having to do all these things is escape, I think, has, like, the attack trait. So it does make it harder for it to hit you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
with
it has to also climb and then move, so it doesn't have enough action.
its last action, it will move to you.
Oh, never mind.
Aria, you're up.
Oh, Aria is happy that it's closer. She's not going to waste anything on singing. She's going to go straight to telekinetic projectile.
Target and
You
roll
kill
your
it.
attack.
I swear to God, if you kill it.
15 hits, roll damage.
God damn it! God damn it!
Ah,
Second game with the bard kills feeling.
Yeah, just smiles as this thing finally comes close, pulls out the Wakizashi and is about to slice, and then
Kugo readies his strike. He feels the katana get ripped out of his hand and slash across the creature's neck, falling to the ground, as Aria just takes control of the weapon and ends their combat.
That's pretty nice. I just Kugo just looks behind him to Aria, who now buffed his buddy, and basically got him a kill. Right, just turns and does like a bow and says,
You are quite powerful and honorable.
Okay.
And she does a curtsy.
So finishing off with that for sort of, we'll say, incredible perception and really cheering Rain up. Rain awards Jeremiah a hero point.
Aw.
aw.
For double teaming two creatures, Chikaman will be awarded a hero point.
Thank you, thank you.
And for exceptional biting, Una will be awarded a hero point.
Specifically Una, it's not for Kugo.
Specifically, Una now has 1 hero point.
"I know how this works." Okay, come on. Una is the real character here.
And so with that, Rain sort of crawls over to Jeremiah. It's like, I'm sorry. I went down the hall because I was going to go in and see how people were and see if they needed me, because you guys looked like you were all doing great, and I went down the hallway a couple steps, and then I went down a couple dozen more, which didn't make sense because the hallway's not that long, but I just couldn't reach the door. I shouted for help, but no one could hear me, or maybe no one was there. I don't know. It was like something out of a nightmare. I turned around, and there she was. I mean, I've never seen her before, but I knew it was her. Aslan! Tall, dark, hideous. She was dragging something and singing. Maybe like poetry? That's strange, right? And terrifying. Not the poetry, but the dragging and the singing. And the way she talked. She said something about my nightmares coming to take me away. And I tried to run, but she touched my mind. And she took my nightmares out of me. Those things. Yeah, just like she said she would. Right out of my nightmares. I hope she's not over there. I can barely think. It feels like the world's ending. Can one of you go and look and see if there's anything down the hallway and see if she's there?
I just sort of like sit cross-legged and I just take him into my lap and I just stroke his head to make him feel all right. I'm like, it's all right, don't worry, they're not real. And meanwhile, I'm looking around at my companions, like, my big gripply eyes are even bigger, like, what is going on right now?
Chikaman is willing to go peek into the hall.
So, Chikaman, you walk into the hall and you start walking down the hall, and just like Rain described, you keep walking down the hall and you never get anywhere. You turn around and take a couple of steps and you're back in the vault.
Interesting. I'm used to my short legs making things take a long time, but not that long.
Kugo looks over to you.
You, gnome who would bravely explore the depths alone. What did you find?
Well, nothing. It's just like Rain said. I walked down the corridor and it never ended.
And you are sure that it was not your mind playing tricks on you?
Well, I should have walked into a wall eventually.
Strange. These shadows, the nightmares, they hurt. They bring wounds to my body. And as such, these manifestations are powerful. If this is truly the Night Hag, then we must be cautious.
Do you need some healing there, buddy?
Yes, I could very much do with some healing. I am quite wounded.
He shifts a bit of his breastplate.
Actually, Rain's like, actually, well, here, why don't you take these? And he reaches into his satchel and he gives you 8 minor healing potions as a group. He's like, I'd really prefer if you kept exploring, but if it helps, just take these and drink them quick, and then just keep exploring, because that I don't want to disappoint Zarda. This was a big deal for me. I just don't think I'm going to be any help. And so, who would like to be the custodian of the 8 minor healing potions?
Can I just chug one right away?
Yeah.
Also, how long does it take to invest?
However long it takes to actually use the item. So investment's actually pretty quick.
Then I'm gonna
a one action
use
item. It takes 1 action to invest.
So can I just invest in this then?
In which, sorry?
Brute of Shielding.
You absolutely can.
All right.
And
then I'm chugging a healing potion. I'm using my own right now and just upping it quality to 2 or quantity to 2.
Okay. Keep in mind that the healing potions that you get here, they disappear at the end of the scenario.
Yeah.
And so you might as well spend those ones. So I'll keep you at 2. But I will say that if anyone needs a minor healing potion, Kugo is currently holding 7 of them, and so he can happily roll healing for you. So if anyone would like
healing potions.
I'll take 1 as well. I think Kugo and I are the 2 that took a lot of damage. Did Urzig take any?
A little bit.
Urzig took a little bit of damage. Everyone else, I think, is at full.
Okay.
So Kugo, if you'd like, you can use 1 more healing potion and roll.
No, I'm fucking full. That was
for
me.
For Jeremiah.
Okay,
may I have a healing potion, please?
Yes, you may.
It's probably better if you roll it anyway, because whenever I'm the healer, my d8s roll terribly. So
there you go. Mine roll well. So.
Right. I am down like 1 hit point, so I'm good.
Yeah.
So with that, Rain encourages you to continue exploring the vaults.
Further down or the same place we are right now?
In the same place.
Cool.
So we'll start again. Jeremiah, where would you like to go explore?
Oh gosh, I mean, okay. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to go check on my skull buddy. Like, is he still having a nap? Like, how long is he recharging? What's his deal? What's his vibe?
He's knocked out.
Okay.
He's like, that was fun. I need to rest. In fact, that blanket that he stuffed in my mouth, if you could just drape it over my head, that would be
okay.
wonderful.
Well, I'll just do that. I'll just sort of drape it over him a little bit.
Little drape.
So you all come over here, and then there is a come on, there we go. There is now a skull-sized a blanket sitting on the table.
Just tuck him in, make sure he has a little glass of water, a little pillow, and then I guess let's see. Could I, if I went down to the scrolls, could I use nature to find any primal scrolls, or is that not an option?
Absolutely.
Okay, then I think as one of the other casters in the party, I will go ahead and head that way and sort through them a little bit. I'm still a little concerned about the weird hallway up north, but like if everyone's chill about it, then okay, sure, I'll go poke through some scrolls.
Okay, so if you'd like, give me a blind nature check, and heroism applies on this roll.
Oh, does it? Awesome. Okay.
Heroism lasts for 10 minutes, so you get one free heroic check.
Cool. All right. You're the one that can see if the heroism actually applied there. So if it didn't, then add 1 more.
It definitely applied, but it doesn't matter when you roll a natural 20.
What is up with your luck? Did Is it because you're Paizo? Is that it?
Yeah, I actually Paizo plays have a deal with Foundry because of the premium packs and stuff where we actually roll better. Yeah.
So you go through, and as you're going away, Rain said, I think there was something that looked kind of interesting in the back of one of the boxes that maybe I didn't get out." And you go in there and you scrabble around for a little bit, and just the tips of your fingers gain purchase on something. Pulling it out, you have found a wand of widening.
Oh shit!
Interesting.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna
Nice.
just read up on what that does while other people search.
So next up, Aria, where would you like to go and search?
Religion only good where Jeremiah is right now.
Not necessarily. If you can make a if you can make a an argument for it, it sort of convince me how religion will help you search any of the locations. I'm happy to.
What was the location where we all are? That gold orb again?
Just the central pile of treasure.
I'm going to go look if there's any religious relics or anything like that we could find there.
Go for it. Give me a blind religion check, please. You sort of scrabble through the pile of treasure, and you're like, this isn't a thing, and this isn't a thing, and this isn't a thing, and this feels powerful, and it's not a thing. And you stop for a second, and you find not a religious relic, but something super cool anyways.
Oh fuck! Whoa! What the fuck? Did you crit too?
Yep.
Holy shit, you guys!
Rolling some rocks today. So after that, you get this divine sense that there's probably nothing left to find in this particular pile of immediate value, and you communicate that to the group.
Thing. I found a really cool thing, but then all the other stuff is duds.
So next up, we have Kugo. Where would you like to go search, Kugo?
Kugo now goes for the weapons. However, as he passes through the pile of stuff there in the middle, Una just sort of leaves because Una wants to stay with Aria and nuzzles up against Aria and just sort of like stays with her. And Kugo sort of wants to kind of like,
What are you? We need to go. We have business to take care. Okay, you stay with the nice lady.
Do me a favor. Give me a blind perception check for Una, please.
All right.
Okay.
If it fails, Una will use her hero point.
If you'd like, you can use Una's hero point.
Okay. There you
go. Okay, so with that, as Aria is searching, Una comes in, and Aria notices the path that Una had gone through before, and as Una's coming out, it sort of nudges Aria's hand into the wand itself. So there, it's a little bit of a team aid effort.
Yeah.
But Kugo, you are up.
Yeah. So Kugo. Now I don't know if lore checks can be made using something but intelligence, because Kugo will rely on his experience with weaponry and his warfare lore skill.
So roll a blind warfare lore check.
Could it be with I don't know, with wisdom? Maybe?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Yeah, of course not. Fucking int.
If it makes you feel better, typically the lore DCs are lower. Going through the piles, you're like, yep, it's a weapon. Yep, it's a weapon. Yep, it's a weapon. Unfortunately, not finding anything that really makes you say, huh, this is really cool. Just
I will use a hero point in that case.
Okay, go for it.
This is unacceptable.
And just frustrated, you go and you sit down. Roll 1d4 for me, please. You reach up to sort of, just sort of scratch, and your hand brushes up against a weapon. You grab it and pull it down to inspect, and you found that it seems that the bugbear creature up here had left something behind. You grab a +1 spear.
Nice.
Oh.
Eee. Now, where is it from?
It's sort of nightmarishly inky black.
Ah, so from my nightmares. Cool.
Well, more from Rain's nightmares, but.
Okay.
Chickaman, where would you like to go and search?
Did Chickaman have the sense that there's more stuff to be found in the pile she was searching before she was so rudely interrupted?
Yes, she does have that sense.
All right, she's going to get back there.
Okay. So, Chickaman, you go back up to the pile of random objects. If you would like, please feel free to roll Arcana, Crafting, or Perception, unless you have some other skill you'd like to try.
We'll just stick with Arcana. Go.
Searching through the pile, unfortunately, you don't find anything as interesting, although if you'd like to use a hero point, you do have a...
But she's back to 2 hero points, so let's try it again. Whoops, blind.
So, for the record, you can always right-click on the card and re-roll using a hero point to make it easier on yourself. But with that, going through the pile a second time, you decide to ignore Rain's earlier advice and go back to the box that he said was empty. Roll 1d4 for me, please.
All right.
In the box, you find a vine arrow.
Ooh, very interesting. Not much use to me. Does anybody have a use for an arrow?
No, I'm a ranger. I don't use arrows.
Steve, you're up.
So Steve is determined to find a magical weapon from the armory. So I'm going to once again search the armory using Arcana and detect magic.
Okay, go for it. Give me a blind Arcana check. Okay, let's just throw another critical success on the pile.
Let's go.
Because why not? I mean, yeah, whatever.
Someone watching is like tracking these crits, right? Because statistically, this feels excellent.
So, Steve, can I please get you to roll 1d6 for me?
1d6, yeah.
A 4. 2, 3. Cool. You go into the pile and you watch as Kugo pulls out this ethereal thing, and you're like, oh yeah, well I found this, and you pick up a dagger. You're like, no, this, and you pull out this massive greatsword. It is a +1 striking greatsword.
Oh shit! So yeah, Kugo just holds his breath. I will call you the Nightmare, and will carry you and cherish you for the rest of my life.
And then drops it as he sees, holy shit, that's
I have no idea how to use it, Kugo. Do you want this?
a tear just sort of flies down his cheek.
I don't know what to say. As he falls to his knees. Hey, Steve, it will be my honor to carry this blade in your name.
I will warn you, at this point, you are now over encumbered with stuff.
Take some of my stuff. It's getting quite heavy.
So for the sake of it, I won't add encumbrance because you can just pile it. It's not like you're actually going somewhere. So yeah, Kugo, you now have a +1 striking greatsword in your inventory. Steve, you feel pretty accomplished because you think you just found the most powerful item, pretty much.
Yeah, no fucking shit. Oh my god. Striking greatsword. You absolute monster.
Well, can I have that spear you found? I want a weapon myself that I know how to
Yes.
use.
Yes, of course. Here. This I
Equivalent
call the
exchange.
nightmare.
So actually, by handing over the spear, you are no longer encumbered. So
was a
Steve,
strategic play.
you now have the nightmare.
Perfect.
And last but not least for this round, Urzig, what would you like to go and look for?
Urzig is going to go and check out one of these other piles. Climbing didn't work for him, so he's going to go over here.
Okay. So you get to another pile. This pile is about as orderly as you'd expect something that Rain had provided, so feel free to look through it using Arcana, Crafting, Perception, or something else you could convince me is useful.
Crafting it is.
I can't believe I'm going to go around with a weapon called Steve.
Urzig, going through the pile, unfortunately, so distracted from the climbing and then the fighting, you don't find anything at this particular point. I'll say one of the crits technically wasn't a natural 20. Aria's was not a natural 20. It was just very close to a natural 20. And so with that, your first 10 minutes block of searching wraps up. With that, we can now go and do another round. It seems like nothing happens, and you hear Rain. Wow, you're really finding some great stuff. I'm just gonna hide here by the door, and you keep looking around. It'll be very exciting, very exciting. When you're done, please come and show it to me. So can we? Jeremiah, what would you like to do for your next round of searching?
Where did Rain go? Because I no longer trust that Rain will not get himself into trouble, so I would like to search wherever is closest to him.
If you'd like, you can drag him. He'll happily crawl over to wherever you are if you ask nicely, seeing as you protect him from his nightmares.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's searched like these boxes up to the north yet, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna encourage Rain to come assist me up to the north.
Okay, so Rain will happily be like, "Yeah, I'm going to assist you from behind this statue."
Sure, that sounds great, buddy. And as I go, I will stop by where Aria is searching, and I will pass her the wand of widening because I think she'll probably be able to use it more than me. So I'll pass that off to her, and then I will come up and search these boxes. What are my options up here? I know perception is one. Were there other options?
Arcana or crafting.
Okay. Well, I do not know either of those. So I will just go ahead and go with a blind perception check. Blind general. There we go. There you
go. Going through, you just hear Rain like, you want the box on the left, or is it the right? Roll 1d4.
Oh, nice. Okay. Hang on. Do I use a hero point to try and make it a crit? No, I won't. 1.
Going through, you find yourself some oil of mending.
Oh, okay.
So there we have 1 oil of mending. Aria, where would you like to go and search? So there's nothing left in the central treasure pile. There's nothing with the skull. There's the 3 piles that each of the people are searching at. There are the weapon racks, and then there are the racks way up here, stretching to the sky that Amiri had moved.
Had Urzig searched there yet?
Urzig tried to search there, but he was unsuccessful in finding anything.
Okay, well, Aria will go there.
Would you like Uma to go with again?
Follows, unless you say anything else.
Okay, can I get a blind perception check or I guess an open perception check for Uma to aid?
Yeah.
What rolls can I do for there? What checks?
So for the set of shelves, acrobatics, athletics, medicine, thievery, or underworld lore.
crafting was not one of them, were they?
No, if you'd like to go and search somewhere else using crafting, you can certainly do that from any of the piles.
I'm just not very strong in my things. I will do acrobatics.
Okay. Make for me a blind acrobatics check, please. Attempting to climb up. Una is scrambling around trying to help, really getting in the way, and unfortunately that is not successful.
She just looks
Hello.
apologetic at you, like, sorry.
I will re-roll.
Okay. Unfortunately, just Una gets even a little bit more in the way, and you are unsuccessful. And so at the end of the 10 minutes, you
She
sort of
wants
climb
to
down
cuddle.
and just
She
sort
wants
of
riches.
cuddle and pet.
Yeah, I just sit down and cuddle with Una.
Kugo, what would you like to search?
Wherever the fuck Steve's going. Like at this point, Kugo is very much figured that Steve is sort of like the lucky kind of and observant one here. So thinks that it's good to stick with him.
Steve,
So
where would you like
where's
to go
Steve
search?
going?
And Steve was thinking about going to the books, just to the north of us.
Okay.
Then Kugo will go elsewhere because Kugo is not a book person. So I will go to assorted items instead and try to look for something interesting.
Okay. So please give me an Arcana crafting perception check or convince me of something else.
No, perception is like the only thing I'm good at, so I'll keep it there.
Yeah, it's another natural 20. I mean,
It's wait, what?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Roll 1d4.
What the fuck is going on?
Listen, it's for charity. So
Yeah.
you've all earned a lot of good karma. Going through,
Where's my
you
karma?
find yourself a moderate healing potion.
Oh shit. That's one of them that actually heals.
2d8 plus 5.
No,
Oh,
3d8
fuck,
plus
no.
10.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
that's
Wow.
That's like overhealing me quite a bit. I can't believe I'm going around with a striking greatsword and a moderate healing potion.
In a level 1 scenario. This is
Yeah.
can't make this
as a
stuff
level
up.
1 character.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you feel like Steve's luck has rubbed off. You're like, maybe I don't want to go and look through the books with Steve, but I'll come over here and I'll find something magical too. Just sort of reach in, pull out. Huh. I don't reckon this is bigger than my normal healing potion. I have all these little ones Rain gave me. And then Urzig just looks up. Yeah, that's a big healing potion.
Yeah. But Steve's wisdom and kindness is also rubbed off on me. So I'm going to look towards Ursig and say,
Do you want this? It has been taught to me that great charity brings great luck.
I could use luck.
Yes. Today, me. Tomorrow, you.
All right. And so he hands Urzig a moderate healing potion. So next up, Chickaman, what would you like to do?
Oh, what the piles look like they still might have something cool in them.
There's the shelves that no one's really found anything in. Looks like there's lots in the books that Rain splayed out. The pile that you're at, you think still could contain some things, or any of the other piles at the desks. So some of these are
Shelves or
exhaustible,
books?
some of these are not.
Oh, let's try those shelves. They look like a challenge.
Okay, so oops. You head down to the shelves. So if you would like to try and do something with the shelves, we're looking for acrobatics, athletics, medicine, thievery, underworld lore, or something else involving shelves.
Oh,
Shelf
let's try and
lore.
be athletic.
Okay, give me a blind athletics check.
Crit,
That
crit,
was
crit.
supposed to be a blind
Uh,
athletics check.
You rolled it as sorry. It needs to be. You rolled it as a private roll, not a blind roll. So please roll again.
Oh, okay. Blind GM roll.
Although, say rolling a natural 1 and showing that to yourself is probably the right time to do it. So yeah, you start going through the shelves, and you're like, oh, hey, this is kind of cool. And you look down at Aria, who sort of has left defeated, and you hold up this mask in front of your face, like, didn't you see this? And you have found yourself a demon mask.
Wow.
There's some good shit in here.
Oh, that's way scarier than the mask
Hey,
I have.
performer, you want this?
No, I could, I guess. No wonder Una was scared and was trying to get me away from there.
Una just looks terrified of it and hides behind your feet when she sees it.
So, Steve, going through all of the papers on the ground, can I get you to roll Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion to look through and see if you can find anything kind of cool?
Yeah, and if I use the text magic, can I get that +1?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Come on, Steve. Betting on Steve.
We always bet on Steve. He invented charity. That's the canonical fact.
Steve, roll 1d6 for me, please.
I feel like it's very apt.
Steve invented charity.
Yeah, it's very apt that in this charity game you invented charity.
You find a second scroll of telekinetic maneuver.
Okay, perfect.
And finally, Urzig, where would you like to go and search?
Urzig knows that there's still stuff here, so he's going to stick where he is and hope for the best.
May the gift of charity rub off upon you as well.
You're Sylvan. Whoops.
Unfortunately, I need it to be...
Yeah.
Makes you feel better. It would have been successful.
No, it doesn't.
Unfortunately, your second attempt, you're like,
No.
you reach in and you just grab the air where Kugo had found the
Potion.
You reach in and grab the air where Kugo had found the potion. You're like, oh, well, I think there probably was something here. That was the next thing I was going to check.
Urzig curses and goblin.
And so with that, Rain, who is behind the statue, he's like, oh no, I think she's back. Everyone, come quick! And he asks you all to come as he crawls around the corner to the front hall.
Oh, buddy, no. All
And he
right,
just sort of
there he goes.
backs up to the stage, or that's not the stage, the treasure pile.
Yeah.
Hugo draws Steve the dragon and hands it at ready. Don't worry, the Steves will protect us.
And so that you all start hearing this sound of almost like coming around the corner is a ghostly visage, a woman pulling a cauldron attached by chains as it scrapes along. Inside the cauldron seems to be inky starlight sort of blackness. She has fearful sight, wild hair, curved horns, sharp teeth, glowing eyes. So this is what you all see.
She's a real looker.
Yeah. Hopefully this is not... this can't be the actual night hag.
You about to throw a literal night hag at us in a 1/4? We in trouble.
Hey, listen, you got a +1 striking sword and a wand of mana for
missiles.
missiles.
We're fine. Never mind. We're fine.
Why are you complaining at this point?
We're fine.
As she comes forward, her hands crackle. You just hear the bones sort of snapping around the chains, coming forward. The cauldron itself nearly tips. Just a glob of what looks like constellations splashes on the floor.
That's kind of pretty.
Strange. Something just happened briefly.
Steve for a sec.
She looks around the vault, almost looking through all of you. She sort of straightens up, rising to her full height. What is this? Ah, yes, I see. Precious treasures, all for me. A dagger. Its twin my child wields. I command you. Star break cities, burn fields. A key. A message yet unclear. Why does it hide? What does it fear? Pathfinders, you'll seek boundless wonder across the land and find Aslan's nightmares hand in hand. And you just hear Rain, see, poet, words. She stoops down, grasps the chains, and begins moving forward once more. She glides up. You all ready yourself as she passes through. Not real, not there, and moves over to the pile. From what seems like all around you, you hear, Psst! Hey you! Pathfinders! She's not real! Well, not too real. Just a bit. No time to explain. You've got to distract her. Don't let her find what she's looking for. Distract her, then find a way to get rid of her. Anyone who would like, roll a blind perception check for me.
Very much like.
No, I'd rather
God.
dislike it, actually.
So all of you, well, won't have everyone except Una, because Una doesn't really understand how things work. But all the rest of you, you realize that the voice that you're hearing seems to be coming from everywhere. It's like it was done by an expert ventriloquist. Urzig and Jeremiah, you both sense good intentions and from the critical successes, including one that was a critical success, because obviously, one that was a natural 20, because obviously we need some more of those.
Yeah.
You realize that if you can manage to distract her somehow, while she is distracted, someone may be able to try and sort of not quite banish her, but get her away. So as the highest perception score, Urzig, you're up first. How would you like to try and distract this apparition has come through with this strange cauldron and is now pawing through the treasures? If you prefer to try and banish her later, you may pass to someone else. And no, it's not quite a haunt. It's different. It's Paizo. Don't ask.
Of course, because they're always throwing new stuff at us. Rishik is a bit of a mercenary, so he's going to do what he does best and shoot her.
Okay. Sure. Roll an attack. You cause a blast of earth, and it passes through her, but it smashes into the pile of treasures. She starts looking around, very distracted by this. Like, you've just stopped her from being able to determine where this thing is. So with that, you feel like you've successfully distracted her for the time being. So with her distracted, Jeremiah, is there anything you'd like to do to try and get her to leave?
Is there any benefit to distracting her further at this point?
If okay.
You're probably one of the better ones suited for a banishment, though.
Am I?
I don't know. Do you have religion or some nature or some shit?
I have nature because I'm a primal caster.
Okay, never mind.
Would you like to try using some natural magic words to eliminate her?
I suppose I could. What kind of check would that be? A nature check, though?
It would be.
Okay. Could I guide myself while doing it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then I will, instead of distracting her a little bit, I will just remind myself that I am smart, I am important, and I can do magic. And I will cast guidance on myself. And then using the unique fusion of nature and arcana, which I have learned at the Magambia Academy, I will attempt to figure out whatever this illusion is and do some sort of banishment dispelling upon her with my nature check.
Go for it.
Is that going to be public or private roll?
It's open.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Public roll and guidance is on. Thank you.
I will let you know that
bad.
is a fail.
Luckily, I have 2 hero points, so let's see if I can't do something about that.
Money. Big money, no whammies. Ah,
Not better.
That, however, is just barely a success, thanks to
Aha!
guiding yourself. She
I knew I could
feels-
do it.
She seems a little bit blocked in. Your words have begun to trap her. Next up, Chikaman.
Chikaman is going to run up between the apparition and the pile of treasure and attempt to distract her with conversation. Like, what are you talking about? That key? That dagger?
Go for it. Roll a diplomacy deception or deception check.
no shit.
She seems further distracted. Going up next, it looks like we have Kugo.
All right. So, Una, can she do something as well as me?
Either you or her may act.
Well, I'm seeing my my friend and the wisest one among us, clearly, attempt to banish using primal magic. And would you know it, Kugo does actually have some knowledge of nature. So he's going to like kneel down and try to meditate and resonate the words and try to do the same.
Okay, go for it. A 12 is a fail.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm not gonna re-roll and crit fail.
Okay. So you hear her cackle as you try and say some words. I need you to make a will save, please.
Well, shit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You can do it.
See, this is why I have my hero point left. Now, the irony, of course, being if I'd used the hero point, I could have potentially not needed to roll this save.
You do succeed as your words drown out some of hers. You take 1 point of mental damage from the words she speaks back at you. She turns her head back. With that, I do need another check from both Jeremiah and Chikaman to maintain the distractions.
Do
Same
you want
skill as
it from
before?
me or from...
Both of you.
I wasn't distracting, though. Urzig
Or
was.
sorry, not Jeremiah. Sorry, from Urzig and from Chikaman to maintain the distractions.
Okay, just the same skill we used before.
Just the same skill you used before.
Okay. Ugh.
Urzig, you don't manage to distract, but Chikaman, you do manage to just draw her attention back barely. She focuses on you and cocks her
Chatty
head to the
gnome
side.
barbarian sitting on crates.
But she seems to start focusing even further. Steve, you're next. What would you like to do?
Okay. So I found a scroll of telekinetic maneuver. So I'm going to use a scroll of telekinetic maneuver to try and grab her and to distract her that way. So,
Or you can, because I don't think she's real, maybe move some of the things and be like a bully, like, not here,
that's even funnier. Thank you for that charitable donation of wisdom. I'm going to do that.
Okay, roll an attack.
Perfect.
Yeah, you managed to shove around some of the boxes even further, starting to distract. Unfortunately, you won't be able to repeat yours unless you have another scroll of telekinetic maneuver.
It doesn't matter.
And
Doesn't matter, did a funny.
last but not least, Aria, what would you like to do?
I will start singing, in like poetry, and I'll use religion. It'll be a religious song, but with rhyming like she has been doing.
Okay, roll a performance check.
Sorry, it was just slow there for a moment.
And with that, between the natural words of Jeremiah and you manage to lock her into place. At the pile of treasure, she shrieks, It's here! I can taste it! Come to me, my dearest nightmares! She rakes through. Where is it? Where is it? I must have it! What have you all done with it? Ah! She curls her hand in, melds with the ooze from the cauldron, and as she does that, the liquid itself splatters out.
No, we're not fighting ooze. Nah.
You're
No.
no, you're not. You are not fighting ooze. So thankfully, she disappears. The liquid starts to congeal. It comes together itself, and with that, you see a horde of rats emerge.
Somehow worse.
I don't like this at all.
And with that, can I have everybody please roll for initiative?
Uh,
I don't like it. I've not got any AoE.
yeah, boy.
Why do I have to?
Hey GM, why are you rolling so many dice?
There's a lot of rats.
Yeah.
Because buttons
So
are
too
hard.
small.
Okay. So with that, hoping that the audio comes on quieter this time. That's a little better.
Yep.
And we will switch over to the encounter tracker instead of chat.
Why did my initiative change?
That's because I broke things. What was your initiative
Okay.
before?
My initiative before was way better. 24.
Fixed. Or at least close enough. If I did that to anyone else, I apologize.
Nope.
So first up, looking at these rats, they are rats of a very unusual size. They don't look like normal rats. They've got extremely long necks. The first group is going to run over top of Steve, Ender, and Chicker.
That tickles.
And from the three of you, I will require 2 reflex saves each.
Oh, fuck. I hate swarms. And we are very grouped up.
That is a fail. A fail for Steve, a fail for Ender.
Yep.
A second fail for Chickaman. A second fail for Steve and a second
Yes.
fail for Ender.
Okay.
So all of you take a total of 6 points of piercing damage.
Perfect.
And that will end the swarm's turn. That's better. Urzig, you're up. What would you like to do?
First thing seeing what these things is creates a stone shield up. And then he's going to strike out the nose or the nearest group of rats.
The swarm to the south, you target.
Yes.
You blast out. Roll damage. You bludgeon the pile of rats. You see a bunch of them as your earth passes through the swarm, sputter and fly back. turning a little bit into that mystical, sort of the liquidy starscape, and then dissolving into the ground. You have one action remaining.
Tries it again.
And it will hit a second time. Roll damage again.
Here we go.
And with that, the remainder of the swarm disappears.
Yeah, kineticist doing bludgeoning damage for the win.
Jeremiah, you're up.
Okay, yeah, so, seeing this, I don't care for anything that's happening, but one swarm has already been dispatched, so I will deal with the second one that is attacking my friends, and I don't know how, but I will, like, reach deep into the earth and find the groundwater underneath, and I will cast Spout with a 5-foot cube right here, so it doesn't hit any of my friends, but it does hit the rat swarm, and I need a reflex save from them, please.
They fail. Roll damage.
Nice.
Hallelujah, druids.
So, 7 points of bludgeoning damage from my water.
Area of effect, bludgeoning damage.
So
Yep.
it does a little bit of extra as you drown some of these.
Nice. And then I would like to go away, please.
Jeremiah bravely runs away.
It is a tactical decision. I encourage my friend Rain and Cloudy Day to join me behind the corner. I'm protecting him.
Rain crawls through Jeremiah's legs, which is a little bit awkward, and then tumbles down the stairs.
Oh, buddy.
One of the rats runs out of the pack to the far end of the line. It looks at Kugo and unnaturally reaches out its neck to snap at Kugo.
Yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm not dealing with...
Kugo, you take 7 points of damage. You've never seen a rat lash out with its neck with reach. So it takes you a little bit by surprise. It tries to gnaw at you a second time. Seeing this coming, you're able to aptly dodge out of the way. Aria, you're up.
Aria will begin singing to try to inspire her friends.
Oh. Seeing that being automated just brings a tear to my eye.
This moment.
Unfortunately, Rain is not inspired by your song. He's too busy crying.
That's
If you make him friendly, he'll be inspired.
Feel free to roll a performance check for me. An 18, I think the highest is level 3, so that should be a success on the DC chart. So it will extend for 3 rounds.
okay. I somehow end up with 2.
One is the aura, the other one is the Inspire Courage. So
Okay.
I'll put it back.
No, okay, thanks. So that is her first action. Her second action is going to be biting words to the swarm that's remaining.
No, I think they're the ones doing the biting.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite with my words.
Roll your attack.
That's using your words.
Your words cut deeply into the rats. Roll damage.
I'm so confused. Why would you say such a thing?
And with that, the sonic energy disperses the swarm.
You just shit talk a bunch of fucking rats into mine.
However, your words cut so deeply that one of the other rats cocks its head, not sure what was said, but upset that you've attacked some of its brethren. It stretches out its jaws from far away, striking at Aria for a hit. You take 4 points of damage. It snaps a second time. Furious, it tries to snap a third.
Oh my god.
The last one landing for 12 points of damage. Kugo,
bud.
you're up.
Ouch.
Which one was did the snapping?
This one's attacked you. The one over here has attacked Aria.
Cool. Is it possible to like go over here and be over there? then I'm gonna do that. So that's one action. Then I'm going to use an action to target this one and attack with my new Steve.
It'll be 2 actions for you to get there, though.
Oh yeah, because of the movement.
Yeah. Which one are you attacking?
This one. Then I'm not gonna make.
Well, that'll hit. So.
Yeah. So, because it gets flanking. Why isn't it the targeting working properly? All right, whatever. Oh, look at that damage, Steve! You beautiful bastard.
Great sword, not bastard sword.
That'll take care of that. Chickaman, you've just had these strange rats run up you. Water came bursting, washing them down. Then you heard some sonic words coming through and making the rest of them dissipate. There are 2 or 3 rats remaining. 1 south.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
My targets keep vanishing. I'll get one of them. Oh, you will rage and then attack the one just in front of her.
That will hit thanks to flanking and inspire courage. That +3 matters. But striking true just eviscerates the rat. You have 1 more action remaining.
So I do. And that one, yes, is targetable.
It is.
Thanks to her pole arm, she will just try the...
It does have a little bit of cover, seeing as it is through all of the other material there, just to warn you.
Okay, well, I mean, it's -5 anyway, so... I'll just give that a swing. Yeah, no.
Steve, you're up.
Okay, so Steve is going to have the Ender Dragon breathe acid on the giant rat that is far away.
Okay.
So if that can make a reflex saving throw for me.
The one to the south, you mean?
Southwest.
So this guy over here? Okay.
Yeah, that guy. Perfect.
It fails.
Okay, perfect. It takes 4 damage. And Steve is going to act together alongside that to stride over towards it. Boom. And then Steve himself is going to stab it with Nightmare. His newly acquired spear.
Unfortunately, Nightmare misses.
And that's my turn.
Looking to the north, the rat reaches out and will try and strike at Ender. Hitting, Ender will take 3 points of damage. Turning its gaze, it'll turn its head around, reach towards Chickaman, who's able to easily dodge out of the way. Last snap will be at Kugo beside, which also misses. Urzig, you're up.
Urzig is going to maintain his stone shield and continue focusing on the one just south of them. And let's do another blast.
Which hits, roll damage. The one to the south is no more, as it turns into a starscape of just spray from the elemental blast. Evaporating.
Might as well try to hit the other one and end this combat.
That'll hit, roll damage.
Nice.
And that will finish off the combat, as they all seem to have gone away.
Nice.
I will just
Job,
look
team.
at Great Sword. I'm like,
I have never seen such power in a weapon before. Steve, you are truly magnificent.
Thank you. I am truly magnificent.
And I look over and like, yes, of course I meant you, yes. Sheathes the sword.
He is magnificent. Is that a copper dragon Eidolon?
No. It's not copper. It's black.
Oh, never
Uh,
mind.
so a voice calls out, "Oh, Hugh, that was close. Hey, could you help me out over here? I'd like to say hello and maybe explain a few things. But these boxes sure are heavy." In this case, you all detect the voice coming from down south here.
Ah,
Oh,
the boxes that we didn't need to check. Yeah, gotcha.
Timon's gonna try and run over there and find out what's going on.
Does anyone need healing potions? Steve, you seem wounded. Here you go. Take one. Aria, you too.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give one
Can
to
you just throw a
Steve,
healing for me?
So Steve, you gain 5 points.
and then
Perfect.
Aria.
I
Aria,
apologize. That one was very non-potent. Let me give you another.
If you want one.
Timon can
Guess
take
you
one
do.
if there are any left.
Yeah.
Aria will take get 7 points from the second potion.
Thank you.
You notice that Una is still sticking with you, by the way.
Oh, I'm gonna go check too.
Jeremiah will hang back and will let the big, strong people deal with heavy boxes.
As you all get down there, you see a pair of blue, sort of spectral gloves come into view. It makes sort of a stop motion in front of you before signaling over to the side. It pats the pile of boxes. You hear a voice. "Ah, I see you've met Mr. Glovely. He wants you to clear those boxes. I'm underneath them. It's a bit embarrassing. Help a poor guy out. Many hands are better than two. No offense, Mr. Glovely." And Mr. Glovely just sort of makes this, just two hands going like this. No offense taken. So if you'd like, you can each help out moving some of the boxes, or let Mr. Glovely do the work. It's up to you.
Well, was
Help.
that an athletics check?
No, it just sort of takes time. And so with that, you sort of start unpiling the boxes, moving them around, Rain looking on curiously with a little bit of terror. And as the last box is out of the way, in front of you, you see a box transforms into what looks like a treasure chest with giant mouths.
Oh,
Hi. Thank you. Nice to meet you all. Yeah. Who are you?
I will nudge Jeremiah sort of forward because I've noticed that he seems to be the diplomatic one.
Sure, I'll sort
Timon
of
says,
get pushed up front with Aria as well, and sort of rely on her as well as the bard and say, "Hello, we're members of the Pathfinder Society. We have been inventorying the treasures that have recently come down here. My name is Jeremiah. These are my friends. I will introduce them. Who are you?"
I'm Big Block. I'm just me. This over our friend here, who you've met. This is Mr. Glovely. He's sort of the brawn of the operation, and I'm here the brains.
I will cautiously reach out my webbed hand to try and shake Mr. Glovely's hand.
Mr. Glovely sort of does this sort of elaborate hands out, comes forward, grabs your hand, shakes it, gives you a little bit of a stroke, and puts back. It's very, very elegant.
Okay, all right.
Like,
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Do you live here?
Well, no. If you can't tell, I'm a mimic. So I was just impersonating a bunch of boxes, to be honest. And your friend over there, and you just see Rain peeking around curiously, but still a little afraid. He pulled me off into this corner. Apparently, he didn't find anything valuable with me. And Mr. Glovely is the like, tisk, tisk, tisk. The two of us here, we have what we'd call a mutually beneficial arrangement. Because Mr. Glovely, not so talkative as you can tell. And Mr. Glovely just makes this fist shake at Big Lock. It looks kind of playful. As for how I got here, that's a bit of a long story. To be honest, I've been quite a few of the society's vaults over the year. I'm good at going unnoticed. Last time I got noticed was by that night hag, Aslan. She saw my potential and, well, she owns a significant share of my soul. I can barely remember how I lost it to her in the first place. Bad bet, worse debt. Can't rightly say, as I don't rightly know. Well, for years now, I've had to do what she asked. Mostly spying. Bit of stealing. But when I wised up to some of her plans, I made a break for it. She's been looking for me ever since. I think she fed information to those Onyx Alliance rascals. They captured me, so when the Society got a hold of their treasures, I came with.
That was a
Jeremiah.
wonderful plan.
Yeah, Jeremiah doesn't know what to say to any of that, so he will look to Aria for guidance.
You're
That was
immune
a
to
wonderful
guidance
plan.
for 50 more minutes.
Yeah, okay.
I think he meant actual wisdom and words.
Sorry, it took me a second there. Oh boy. Boy.
So, what is your plan from now on?
Well, I mean, all I want to do is stay out of Aslan's reach and eventually find a way to get out of her debt. The way I see it, Path seems to be helping out you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you thought of joining the Pathfinder Society?
Well, I mean, joining, not really my thing. I need freedom to operate, you know how that is. But you should know, I can't do anything hostile against Aslan. Goes for Mr. Glebly over here, too. And he just sort of goes, but I can help you find some great equipment, and I can help you make a plan. Very smart. Been around the block, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Tell us where the good things are.
Oh, I'd be happy to. Glovely, go show the Pathfinder people the thing that you found. And Glovely goes over and pulls out a gold spoon. No, not that. The other thing. And Glovely goes in and pulls out a jagged purple shard of glass with constellations in. You recognize this as being very similar to the constellations that you saw as you were sort of splattering the rats as they dissolved and from the cauldron. Ah, that's the one. I think it's a shard of Aslan's mind. It's projecting all those creatures into this place. She's probably looking for it. I think you should destroy it. But first, you want to prepare for a fight. A piece of a night hag's mind is bound to not go without some kind of struggle.
Can I do a little detect lies on this bastard?
Sure, roll a blind perception check.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I trust everyone implicitly.
Kugo, you're not sure. He seems very, very forward. Looking at your gaze, he's like, look, we can trust each other. Or we can wait for the real Aslan to come looking. She'll figure out where we are eventually and find her way in. I got plenty of reasons to want to stay away from Aslan. And after today, I'm sure you don't exactly want to be her new best friends.
I understand, but understand our predicament. You also have great motive to do her bidding as well. Perhaps luring some would-be pathfinders into a trap would help repay that debt of yours.
That's a good
Look,
point.
how about I tell you, I don't know the details of what she wants, but I know she's trying to brew some powerful magic in that weird cauldron. She needs a few of the magic items from your stash here.
Yes, she certainly does.
She said
And
something about,
perhaps-
like, a key and a dagger. You know anything about those?
Glovely, see if you know anything. And Mr. Glovely flies over to the pile, and he comes back clutching two things in his hands after a minute or two. And so he presents two objects to you. The first thing he holds is a crystal key.
That is rather convenient.
Yeah, I think Aslan was looking for this. I don't recognize the crystal it's made of, and I don't think it's from this world at all. But look, Mr. Glovely here, he'll happily hand it to you, and you can keep it for the society, yours. See, good relations, being very friendly. Glovely, what's the other thing you got there? And Mr. Glovely's other hand, he sort of unclenches and opens it up, and it's sort of a strange-looking dagger.
Was this the dagger we
yeah.
saw in the...
Sorry?
Was this the dagger we saw when Steve was looking in weapons?
It is not.
Okay.
Big Lock says, "Look, I know lots of stuff. This dagger here looks like it's from the Jitska Imperium. Might be a powerful magic weapon. I'm not sure how to unlock its potential. You could probably use it as a dagger, though. Anyone want to do some short-range stabbing? And if you'd like, it can be used as a +1 striking dagger."
We'll take the crystal key to keep it safe.
Okay. So Mr. Glovely will float the crystal key over to you, and
So I just realized something.
Yeah.
We have a barbarian. The barbarian should have the sword.
The barbarian's already got a reach weapon.
Yeah,
And
well,
she found a potency crystal, which she hasn't used yet.
Well, you also haven't taken time to affix it to your weapon. It takes 10 minutes in a repair kit to affix a potency crystal.
Okay.
I've got a scroll of magic weapon. Don't worry, barbarian. We can all have +1 striking weapons.
And I have it prepared as well, so.
So Mr. Glovely holds up the dagger. Who wants this?
I should take it.
Yeah, I mean, legit. I mean, doesn't summoners get the benefit of the runes of the weapons they've equipped?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so Steve now has a mysterious dagger along with the
Also,
nightmare.
if it's cursed, I'm fine with letting Steve be cursed. Let's be real. Look, it's for the fun, okay? It's funny.
I
It's
gave
funny.
you a +1 striking range.
Listen, it's funny.
Steve, as a bonus, as you feel it, you feel a little bit mentally stronger. So while you have that dagger on your person, you gain a +2 bonus to will saves.
Ooh,
No.
very nice.
The opposite of cursed. Great. Very fun.
Anyone feels?
Look, if you want more proof that I'm friendly and helpful, and I just want to get the heck out of here and away from the Aslan, hey, Glovely, no, let's get them some of the good stuff. And Mr. Glovely goes over to a pile and pulls out a wayfinder, and he's like, "They're pathfinders. Get them the really good stuff." And you see Mr. Glovely sort of like make a facepalm motion, and he goes over, and he's just sort of floating in midair, and it looks like he's sort of unlocking something and then opening up an invisible chest, and with what looks like great effort for a pair of hands, he pulls out a beautiful gleaming breastplate. So if anyone wants to spend their next 10-minute period instead of exploring, you can put on a +1 resilient breastplate.
Oh.
The breastplate. That's the stats for that. Hang on, let me check. It's a medium sized, right? So I can use it.
It's breastplate is medium armor. It gives you a +4 AC bonus, +5 with the +1 resilient, +1 to all saving throws as well.
I can use it, but I'm not screaming for it.
Min is also able to use it. She has a regular non-resilient breastplate right now.
You take it.
Okay.
Okay, so
yeah.
So
Jeremiah will kind of will kind of say to the group, "It seems like they're giving us a lot of nice stuff. That's not usually a thing an enemy does. So we should probably smash that weird glassy thing. But do people need healing first? Because we should do that first.
We should set up an ambush to prepare
good
for the
idea.
battle ahead.
So Chickaman does say, we'll need 10 minutes to go through. So before planning on smashing the object, Rain suggests, well, if it's going to take her 10 minutes to get changed, you can still go and look for more stuff. And with that, Big Lock's like, yeah. We're really good. We've surveyed lots of this. We're happy to help all of you out to try and find some stuff.
All right.
All right. 10 more minutes then.
So we'll have one more round, and thanks to Big Lock and Mr. Glovely's assistance, you'll each get a +2 circumstance bonus to your final check.
Oh, nice.
Oh, lovely.
So I'll let you know that you think that there's probably at least one more thing to find from the shelves. Otherwise, there's lots of scrolls or other miscellaneous objects that you could go and try and find. And who will be holding the purple shard?
The crystal key?
Not the crystal key, but the very first thing that Mr. Glovely brought you
Piece
was
of Aislin's mind.
the
Yeah.
piece of Aslan's.
How about if Mr. Glovely holds on to that?
Mr. Glovely shrugs, but he's like, he sort of makes this grabbing motion, and he goes and he grabs it, and he's just sort of floating there with the shard.
If anything's cursed, it's gonna be the piece of the Night Hag's mind.
But we should also probably heal up as well.
Yeah, that was my question, was as much as I would like to search for things, could I use 10 minutes to heal up one of my friends?
You could. Otherwise, I think you still have a bunch of potions left over.
Yeah, I think we have a bunch.
I also have like dice and stuff that I should be able to use the other item for the campaign perks.
Oh yes,
Which
if you
should
use
allow-
the treat wounds, if someone treat wounds on you or you treat wounds on someone, you can increase your degree of success by 1.
For other items, I should be able to have the 2-action heal spell.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming the dice fit in other items.
Yes, I believe so. So feel free to show your bonus dice.
I
on
wrote the
screen.
policy, so yes, dice count.
Have
Because
you
of
met-
who I am as a
have you met
person.
Alex?
Can't argue with
Well,
that.
the other question we had, it says you can use 1. Is it 1 per category, or is it 1
No,
in
it's
the
one. You
entire?
get one. You get one accessory perk, and then you're done.
Okay. So I'm going to use the 2-action heal spell. Does somebody actually have that spell they can roll for me?
I do. I can.
Except it's rolled at the highest level of a cleric that could play, so it's 2nd level.
Okay.
So if you'd like, you can roll 2d8 plus
It's
16. Or
Yeah, it's
because
2d8
you're
plus 16.
or because you're whoever you're targeting, it'll just put them to full.
I think maybe hold on to it then. Because
you can
that's-
only-
I was
you can
going to
only
do
in
it on
exploration mode.
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I was going to do
Oh.
it on myself because I'm at 16 out of 24. So
so
Okay.
you
Yeah,
can
that's
just set
just gonna
yourself
max
to full.
Yep.
I mean, with the so yeah, Aria channeling the power of her
Charitable giving.
well, more her reverence for the Pathfinder Society and organized play in general, focuses and fills up her healing to full.
we started looking for stuff that we need to what we could have as perks, and we have pins, and we have the spell cards, and we have a bunch of stuff.
So as a group, you still have the moderate healing potion that will just put one person at full, and you have 2 minor healing potions left as a group.
We have 4.
Oh
'Cause
well,
mine didn't. Mine stacks weirdly. Well,
you-
technically 3 as a group, I guess, but because I have the ones that we got.
I thought I saw only 2 left in your inventory, but
Yeah, I have 2 times 2. I have literally 2 stacks of minor healing potions.
right. But 2 of those are yours. 2 of that you came with. The other 2 are from.
I came with 1.
Oh, then you should only have 1, and it got screwed up. That would have been me. So
No,
yeah,
'cause
if you want to burn those first, now would
Yeah.
be the time. So if
Yeah,
you want to
I'll do
spend,
that.
I think somebody has the moderate, and Kugo, if you want to target 2 people, the first one takes 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. Who else is wounded? Chickaman.
Sure.
You take
Uh,
5.
I just realized I never took my school item, so I always take the healing potions. So I'm just going.
And then I think somebody has the moderate healing potion, which you can save, or
I do.
Yeah, Urzik's got it.
so I don't know if you want to save that or use it. But otherwise, if we want to get to the rolls, if everybody's happy with where they're at with their health
I'm gonna
level.
take 1 healing potion.
Yeah, seeing that my friends have a bunch of potions, I'm like, never mind, you people don't need healing. And I'm going to head up to the shelves that everyone has had so much trouble with, and I will attempt to use medicine to see if there is anything medically useful up there that would help with additional healing or is otherwise a useful potion.
Okay, so roll a blind medicine check with a +2 circumstance bonus.
You sure got it. Whoops. Okay, circumstance +2. My modifier is big lock. I add. I'm learning how this VTT works. Okay, blind GM roll.
So you go through, and unfortunately, Mr. Glovely's just like, and you don't find anything medically useful. Although, if you'd like, you can spend a hero point to try again.
Do I use my last hero point to do it? Feels like tempting fate because I just died in another campaign recently because I burned my hero point on dumb stuff. So, nope, I'm good. I found enough stuff for today.
Okay, Aria, what would you like to do?
Una's helping you.
Did we finish all the scrolls over there?
There are still another big pile, so if you'd like to go over with Una.
I will go over there
Okay.
and
So
use religion again.
okay, can I get an aid check from Una, please?
Hey, finally she's useful.
So Una seems actually a little bit helpful, and Aria. Blind religion check with a +1. Well, I guess technically a +2 for big.
I forgot the +1.
That is fine. Well, you get the +2 circumstance bonus. I think aid is aid circumstance as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter that she helped, but Una can feel better for helping.
Hey now. Don't
So
say
I
that.
picked Una. Yeah.
So you start
listen to
going
me.
through the scrolls. So with aid, that actually would have been a critical success, but you've already found the wand. So can I get 1d6, please? Una sniffs around the box that had the wand of widening. Going through the scrolls, you find a wand of comprehend language.
These are fun things.
So there we go. One wand of comprehend language. You feel pretty happy about that. Seems like there's still valuable stuff in the pile of
Holy shit, yeah.
scrolls.
I tell people there's stuff here.
Kugo, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to go places where my perception is useful, which I believe was up here, or like in the assorted items areas.
Sure. Give me a blind perception.
There are more
check,
things
please.
left there, or was that determined not to be the thing?
There are an infinite number of things in this large pile of stuff.
Yeah, it's just assorted, you know. Oh shit, almost didn't do it. Didn't. And the +2.
Okay. You start going through the assorted pile. Roll 1d4 for me, please.
Healing potions, come on.
You unfortunately do not find a healing potion. You find a climbing bolt.
Oh. No. For my crossbow that I don't have.
It'll go well with the arrow.
Yeah, with fine arrow.
That will take care of Kugo's turn. Chickaman, you spend your 10 minutes putting on your much shinier and much safer, a little bit bulkier armor. Steve, where would you like to go and look?
So the boxes at the northern side of the room haven't been looked at that much. They still have items?
The 3 piles of boxes are all miscellaneous stuff. They're all the same regardless of where you search.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just search next to Kugo.
Okay.
Search buddies.
Yeah. We
I'm
find good
sorry
stuff
for
when we
wanting you
search
to be
together.
cursed.
So I'll search with perception this time.
Sure.
And I get that +2. And +2 circumstance. Boom.
That is successful. You can roll 1d4, please.
Perfect.
Looking through, you find a potency crystal of your own.
Perfect.
You want some striking on that striking dagger?
And last but not least, Urzig.
Urzig is going to use his skill at athletics, and he's going to find something this time. Gosh darn it.
Go for it. Roll for me a blind athletics check. Okay. So not a natural 20, but at 31, that is a critical success.
Hey!
Frustrated, you start clambering up the shelves. you see Mr. Glovely go up and start pointing towards something, getting closer and closer. You find what it seems to, or Mr. Glovely, he seems to be pointing to a very interesting dagger. You grab it, climb back down, and you have found yourself a dagger of venom.
Oh shit!
Perfect.
And so with that, you hear Chickaman yell down from where Big Lock is that they've got their armor properly donned. So what would you all like to do?
I suggest then we. What does it take to destroy the shard? Like, do we know?
If you'd like, you can come down and chat about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess we'll meet in the center, or in the where we started, like here.
Yeah.
Jeremiah just starts playing patty cake with Mr. Glovely.
You start playing, and Rain's like, no, wait! And as you start, Mr. Glovely opens up his hand, dropping the shard.
Oh, no!
The shard
Gotcha.
The shard flies to the center, smashing into the ground, and Big
No!
Lock shouts, "Oh no! What did you do? She's here! This is bad!" You hear from the center of the room. You see in the middle. She starts cackling.
I can't believe it.
Your plan? To kill me? So brave, so bold, and yet it matters not. Behold! An oozing claw wreathed in sort of purple glowing smashes into the pile, ripping out a jeweled chalice. Boundless wonders called to me, and I respond with nightmares 3. 3 children of my last 13 shall join me in an endless dream. A realm where you shall vex me not, a realm where you shall be forgot. Destroy me here, but at what cost? You fight in vain, for all is lost. She just starts cackling and watching the chalice. You all look. There's swirling magical liquid. She inhales deeply, then empties the chalice into the cauldron. Creatures start to boil forth from that cauldron as she continues laughing and laughing and laughing at the group of you. And with that, can I get everybody please to roll initiative?
If we all die now, Alex.
Yeah, so that's my bad. I'm real sorry.
I can't believe you both gave the shard to the hands and played patty cake with it.
Oh boy.
She says,
But no,
kill the Pathfinders, and should they survive, let this be the first of their boundless nightmares.
fucking hags, man.
Appropriately, Jeremiah, you're the first to act. What would you like to do other than stand in shock and awe?
I will experience incredible shame. Because this is 100,000% my fault.
Yes.
So I will do what I can to protect my friends. So I'm checking a thing. Cool. So I will scramble in my bag of tricks for anything that I can do to protect my friends. There's too many creatures right now. So Jeremiah will shout, "Everyone, stand behind the tree!" And I will cast a spell, and in this square right here, a protector tree will grow, which will interpose itself if adjacent enemies are attacked and take the first 10 damage. I should have warned you to have a tree token, I guess, but I didn't.
It's a protector tree.
It is a protector tree.
Okay.
Token?
Give me 10 seconds and we'll have one, because I happen to have run. Is it 222?
And just use a tree ant, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I've got a proper one in one of these. that one. There we go. That seems appropriate. That square?
Yes, that square right there. Perfect.
Okay, one protector tree.
Great. So a tree will grow. And then for my third action, I will go ahead and let's see who goes. Urzig goes next, so I will go ahead and give guidance to Urzig as well.
Okay. Urzig, a tree sprouts up in front of you. You feel guided. What would you like to do?
There's a hag that needs dealing with. So let's focus on her. And elemental blaster.
You try to blast at her. She cackles and it narrowly misses her.
Frag nabbit. Let's try again. Much better, much better, much better.
Oh, I was so close to 20.
Unfortunately, your second attempt at a blast misses.
Okay, and then I'm taking cover behind the tree.
Okay.
And that's mine.
Okay, so... first up is this small creature. It runs over to Chikaman. Actually, it will run to the south of Chikaman, and then it will blast north, hitting both Chikaman and Ender with a horrid smell. I need Chikaman and Ender to both make fortitude saves, please.
Perfect.
I am manually adding the breastplate.
I've already added it. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Ender, that's a critical success. You are unaffected. Chikaman, that's a success. Some of the fumes get into your nose and mouth. You feel a little bit sickened. That'll end its turn. Seeing this happen, the second one is going to blast as well. A horrid stench. Hitting Una and Ender. I need both of them to make fortitude saves, please. Ender fails. Able to miss the first blast, hitting the second. Una is sickened and doomed.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Whoa. It's she's got such a sharp sense of smell, you know?
It just absolutely overwhelms her. And with that, the creature will target at Ender and attempt to bite. Missing. Chikaman, you're ill from whatever this creature just did, but it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, that's just gonna make her angrier. Rage effect. Alright. She's gonna just go for the thing in the center here. It looks like it's in charge of all these stinky little critters. We will attack.
And you swing absolutely wild as you just feel awful from whatever you've inhaled.
And swing even wilder.
Missing a second time.
Oof.
The purple shard that is still frothing away, looking at the creature Aslan ahead. It turns around. It looks at Jeremiah and cackles. No. Jeremiah, I need you to make a will save.
Yeah, I deserve this. Ready? Okay.
That is a success. It chills you to the bone. You are frightened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
But of what? The thing you just did, or the thing in front of you?
Tough to say. Tough to say.
She will glide towards you. That'll end her turn. Kugo, you're up.
Okay.
You will not hurt my friend.
So he rushes in, and is going to strike at this thing with Steve!
I was going to be all excited that you were coming to defend me even after my mistake, but then I realized you're just using me as a flanking buddy, and I'm still okay with it.
Flanking buddy.
That will certainly hit. Roll damage.
Oh, that's low damage.
You carve into this nightmare. You have 1 action remaining.
Nice hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it to get Una to safety. Actually, well, no, Una's just doomed, it's fine. Una's gonna go over here and be flanking buddy for Chickman. Oh god, it's awkward. Moving. And then Una's going to attack the familiar.
Okay, go for it.
Come on, Una buddy. You can do it. I believe in you.
Attempting to bite, but does not want to bite the gross thing that sprayed out some of that foul stench. Just recoils backwards. Aria, you're up.
Aria was going to begin by singing, of course, to see if she can inspire for a long time. And I'm assuming she will be able to, and perhaps crit.
Not a crit, unfortunately.
Not a crit?
A crit would
Okay,
be
so just
20
3 rounds. So just 3 rounds, not 4.
So you managed to inspire Ender, Steve, and Urzig. They're the ones you can see.
The line of effect seems a bit wonky. Is it literally because it's not supposed to be visual, like line of sight? It's line of effect, which means there needs to be an unbroken path, right?
Yeah.
Within the range. I think I saw someone in the dev Discord talk about needing to fix that with having auras being able to pass through walls.
It depends on how clear it is. I mean, had you moved first up to here, you could easily cover everyone.
Right, but then I wouldn't be able to do what I want to do after.
Yeah.
But Una has moves, and I don't know if I can still do it. Can I do Forbidding Ward on Una that I can't see anymore?
No, because you can't see her, unfortunately.
Okay, so I am going to do Phantom Pain.
Okay.
On the shard. Can I see the shard?
No, you can't. You can see these 3 familiars.
I will just do telekinetic projectile on one.
Okay.
On the oh, no, I'll do it on the furthest one.
Okay, go for it.
So.
A 16 will hit. Roll damage. Doing 9 damage, and whoops, I have to actually select it. And that familiar boils off into non-existence.
Nice.
So it can't take its turn, but the other one will. It will run to the north, and it will spray at Urzig and Steve. So Urzig and Steve, I need both of you to make fortitude saves for me, please. Steve, you succeed. And Urzig, you succeed. You're both sickened by the smell. That ends its turn. Steve, you're up.
Okay. So Steve has his fancy dagger now. May as well find out what this dagger does. So Steve is going to stab at the familiar.
Unfortunately, feeling sickened, that is only a hit. But it doesn't matter because it's enough of a hit to destroy the familiar.
Nice.
Steve has learned that the dagger kills things. This is great knowledge.
This is a slaying dagger.
Do the hands count as the flanking buddy?
The hands do not count as a flanking buddy, unfortunately, because they cannot attack Aslan.
Perfect. And then the ended dragon is going to ride down and join in on the fight, striking the stairs.
Unfortunately, because Ender's feeling so ill, just does not connect and hit.
Okay, perfect. And Steve is going to act together with that strike to also move down.
Okay. Jeremiah, you are freaked out, but it is your turn.
Oh gosh, I sure am. This is real scurry. Is there anything that I could do to try and identify any of Aslan's abilities here?
A blind religion or society check, but it will be quite difficult.
Yeah, and I'm scared, so...
Oh, you're a spooked little froggy boy.
Yeah, I am. So... Yeah, I want to be not next to her, that's for sure. I definitely don't want that. So... Yeah, I'm just gonna move over here, find out if she has an attack of opportunity. Feels like no.
She doesn't seem to swipe at you as you run away.
Great. And then I will turn around and I will try and zap her with a Ray of Frost.
Go for it.
That is a terrible roll. I am too scared of her to hit her with my Ray of Frost, and that is my turn.
With that, realizing that you're further away, you shrug off that fear. Urzig, it's your turn.
I have one of these things up in my face. I do not like that. So let's strike out at it and hopefully get rid of it.
So swinging at the creature or blasting at the creature to the north, unfortunately, just this uncomfortable smell piercing your eyes is enough to make you barely miss as it dodges your first blast.
So unlucky.
Let's try this again.
Taking the elements, smashing it into the ground, unfortunately missing a second time.
Alright, then we're just throwing up my shield.
Wait, how did you do the cover stuff there? Is that a status?
Cover's built into the system.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a cover macro. If you click the cover macro, it even asks you whether you want lesser, normal, or greater.
Oh, I did not know that.
The things we learn. Things like this will be featured shortly when I start the live stream of Outlaws of Alkenstar on the Paizo the Paizo Union Twitch channel coming soon.
Have we announced that?
Multiple times.
Okay, great. I have no idea what we have and haven't announced. I'm like, are we just sneaking in announcements here at the end?
If it wasn't for personal events in my life, we'd probably already have started, actually. So next up is this creature. It's going to turn towards Una and make a snap with its jaws.
How dare you!
Hitting Una will take 1 point of damage.
Yeah, fine.
Turning towards Steve, snapping out its jaws.
You're gonna take 2 damage now, bud.
Steve takes 14 points of damage. As it just sinks its teeth into Steve. And lastly, it turns its head north towards the barbarian.
Oh my god! Stop!
This is for charity!
Taking 6 points of damage.
We're getting back all those crits.
In a rage, feeling ill, Chickaman, you were just bit by this creature.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Even in her agitated state, Chickaman realizes she needs to try and not be sickened. So she will help me out here, breastplate.
Go for it. Make a fortitude save.
Whee!
You vomit the stench right back at the familiar, splattering it. You no longer feel sickened.
Take that. And this. Whoops, which I forgot to target it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You
She's
definitely
she got the wrong thing.
You definitely hit. So roll damage.
Okay. Well, the shard is not within reach. She needed to be targeting the familiar.
Yeah, that's fine. I assume you were attacking the familiar. It definitely beats the familiar's AC. And it definitely beats the familiar out of existence. In retribution for Steve, as you see Steve's blood from Steve dripping off the fangs of the familiar, you just vomit on the familiar and then stab it with the gizarm. You have 1 action remaining.
And she will just move up to where she can hit the shard. If I remember to select not the targeting button. There she is. She is threatening because she still has the reach weapon.
Okay.
That's 3.
The shard turns towards Steve. Blood.
Oh God!
Rakes it with her claw.
No!
Don't you dare kill Steve!
That hits.
That hits.
Steve, you'll take 9 points of damage, and I need a fortitude save.
No.
And Steve goes down.
Well,
Okay.
at least there's that.
No.
And Steve is...
Don't worry, you will live along with my sword.
The shard turns its head towards Kugo.
Yeah, I'm the only one left. That's the
Swings
good
back
crit.
with the second claw. But misses.
Whew.
Kugo, you're up.
Alright,
Ender disappears now, right? Because Steve went down?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Ender
the
disappears
end-
because Steve went down.
I'll just strike
Right.
him away.
Una, I need your help.
And then Una is gonna go. I'm gonna use 1 action to get Una back there. I'm gonna then use an action to make her my. I'm gonna make her my hunted prey. And then I'm gonna strike first. Hang on, let me target her.
I assume you mean you're making the shard and not Una your hunted prey.
Yeah. That's not now. And then Una is gonna strike. Actually, well, no. Fucking fortitude save sucks ass. I'm not gonna retch. I'm just gonna attack.
Una, unfortunately, isn't able to make contact with the shard.
Damn it. That's my turn.
Aria, you're up. You see 1 familiar remaining to the north.
Yeah, but cares greatly for Una. So she's gonna move there and going to do Forbidding Ward on Una and the shard.
Okay.
And that's it.
Next up is the familiar to the north. It will target Urzig and will attempt to bite. That one misses.
Oof.
Attempting a second time. That one will hit. The tree springs its branch around, getting in the way, which is a critical hit against the tree.
Protect.
Who absorbs?
It doesn't have to. It doesn't. It just takes the damage Urzig would have taken. It doesn't like crit or anything.
Okay.
Unless it directly attacked the tree.
Okay, then in that case, it takes 5 points of damage. And the familiar will try one more attack at Urzig. And miss. Jeremiah, you're up.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yes. Hi. So this is all my fault. So 2 action heal on Steve.
He returns.
So let's see. 2 action healing.
Steve heals for 12.
12 hit points back to you. Oh gosh, I don't even know what to do with my third action.
Apologize profusely.
Yeah, I mean, can I do that as my third action? Oh wait, no. I will spend 2 to 3 seconds chewing Aslan out for being just a terrible, horrible monster. And use my Bon Mot that I haven't used this whole time.
Wait, you have Bon Mot?
Yes, I've just never had a chance to use it.
A druid with Bon Mot? That's amazing.
Roll a diplomacy check. What language
Okay.
are you using?
Oh gosh, hang on. Let me look at what I've got.
Hang on.
What language is she speaking to us in?
Common.
Okay.
I'll do common then, I guess. Like, I don't think she's gonna be any more affected by Gripply, so
Oh, but she'll be less affected by Gripply.
probably. So I'll just go ahead and roll that diplomacy check if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Oh! Bon Mo, my friend, Bon Mo.
I
What's up
tell her
with your
that she's a
goddamn-
terrible person. She should feel awful, and I personally am disappointed in her.
Okay.
Someone has to use some will goddamn spells at her now. Holy shit.
Man, I really
I know,
want
that's
it
what
to
I
get
got.
to her turn now. Urzik, you're up.
You have to apply the effect to her.
I already did.
Oh.
Okay. First thing, let's retch and get rid of this second condition. So that's just a port save.
Fortitude save, please. That is successful. You are no longer sickened.
Wonderful.
One
Now
good thing
let's
about being
get rid of this.
kineticist. High con.
Exactly. Now let's get rid of this pesky familiar.
That'll certainly hit. Roll damage.
Come on, baby.
The
Hey!
familiar is gone.
Good job.
And then for the third one, we're just going to move there.
Okay.
Yep.
Chickaman, you're up.
Alright, with the shard correctly targeted this time, Chickaman is just gonna wail on it.
Unfortunately, your first swing is a miss.
Do I dare? Let's use the hero point.
Yeah.
This feels like a boss fight. Feels like a good time for hero points.
Nah. Shard of a Night Hag? Nah, another boss fight. Nah.
Well, right click is not working for me, so just...
Oof.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Fine.
Yeah,
Well, we will
hero
just
point.
continue with bigger penalties.
Missing
No,
again.
and...
Steve, you're lying on the ground, weapons at your side. What would you like to do?
Okay. I am going to pick up my dagger.
Pick up the dagger with an action.
Yeah. I am going to attempt to demoralize the shared Aslan using my intimidation.
Go for it.
Her will DC is lowered right now.
Baby! Oh, god damn it.
She just
I'm going to hero
cackles.
point.
Yes, yes.
Come on, crit success! Come on,
Come
baby! Return Steve! Oh, that's probably not it.
That is successful. She is frightened one. As apparently, between the retort, thankfully because of the retort, she's so distracted that she doesn't realize that you're unconscious and almost bleeding out. Whipping her head around, she looks furiously at you on the ground. You have one action remaining.
I stab her.
Roll your attack.
Oh, come on! Really?
Roll
You just
critical
stab her in
damage.
the foot? Goddamn, Steve. Oh my god.
Taking her
Holy
down
shit.
to 1 hit point.
No!
It is now her turn.
No.
Fuck off.
First action turns her head towards Jeremiah and retorts in reply. Oh, I will take away your powers next and enjoy it.
Oh shit, I've never seen someone reply with a bon mot.
And she is no longer affected by bon mot.
No!
Then she will target Steve, cackling, and fire off 2 magic missiles.
Oh. I don't think that can take you down.
No, it can't.
Don't jinx
Steve
it.
wins.
No, but I don't think it mathematically can.
No, it can't. But Steve takes 5 points of damage as both the missiles smash into him.
We all know that magic missiles is the only true way to actually get to the soul of Steve, because it's so well protected.
And with that, it ends her turn as she shakes off the fear. Kugo, you're up.
Wait a second, who had the brooch of shielding? Was that Steve?
No, that was me.
Darn it.
Sadly, yeah, I know. So, she has 1 hit point. Can
Come
a
on.
Flurry Ranger with 4 attacks do it?
The
see.
Flurry Ranger with Steve the Dragon.
Yeah, let's see if Steve the Dragon can bring this one home for Papa.
And against a flat-footed Adlin, that certainly hits.
20 fucking damage!
She screams out, "My treasures!" And with that, she disappears.
Ah,
So, of course, it was the only reason I got this strike in because Steve, jabbed at her toes.
I'm going to give Steve a hero point for that last round, although we're at the end of the scenario, so it does not really matter. At that point in time, you hear a crackling noise come from the north. In rushes Ambrose Valson, Iando Klein, Eliza Patangelo, Fola Barun, and Clisro Brenari, along with Zarta Drelnin, each with weapons drawn, ready to strike out, and then sort of stops in the middle as Rain gives them a thumbs up. Zarda looks at the chalice lying on the ground, picks it up and turns it over, shakes it a little bit, seeing if any of this liquid could appear. Well, we saw what was happening, but the corridor, it took us abnormally long to get down. I'm not sure what any of this is, but we need to all have a chat. And so each of the venture captains breaks apart, speaks with you. You relate your story. Big Lock happily wandering around and filling in the blanks. Khalizro taking a very peculiar eye at this strange creature, but kind of enjoying it, especially the way it makes Rain a little bit nervous. Well,
Poor guy.
I'm not sure what's happening. Everything just seems to be a central part of Aslan's plan. In a way, it's sort of a good thing that a shard of her mind managed to infiltrate our vaults, as we've now discovered a few things we might not have otherwise known. I wish we could have learned about this without you all putting your lives into danger, and for that I apologize. I hope you're ready for more adventures. We've just scratched the surface of the vault's contents, and we need to act fast to learn some more about these items. One thing is certain, we can't leave everything here and wait around for Aslan to strike again. Big Lock comes up to the group with you. Ah, nice work. I chatted with Zerda. She seems pretty great. She says Mr. Glovely and I don't have to stick around this dusty vault. Don't worry, though. We'll be in touch. I got a few schemes in mind. When I'm done making some arrangements, Mr. Glovely and I will be coming calling. And so with that, I'd like to congratulate you all for completing this adventure.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Woo!
Steve, we made it.
We did it.
We did it.
Yes,
So,
good work.
So thank you all, and thanks to everybody in the audience. Hopefully it was an enjoyable show for all of you, filled with a ridiculous number of natural 20s. I will point out that on this particular Chronicle sheet, there are 8 different items, and the people here have earned all except one of them. The only item that went undiscovered was a Wand of Heal.
Who needs healing?
Fuck it.
So,
Hey, GM, can I take over your stream for a second and say something?
I guess. Okay.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you. You're
Alex,
going to want me to say this.
There we go.
Am I big now?
No, I can
Oh.
try and make you big, but
No, it's fine. I don't have to be big. I didn't know what you were doing. Anyway,
oh wait, I can make you big. Give me a second.
oh,
I'll just
can I
put
be
you
big?
right in the right. Yeah.
Oh, this is like manual bigness. Oh gosh, I'm big now. Okay. Okay, my stream now. I've taken over. First of all, thank you so much for running that scenario. It was lovely. And I hope all the players had fun too. Yes, I'm big now, chat. So one of the things that I wanted to do on this stream was something that I actually meant to do at Gen Con, but I didn't get the chance to. One of the things that we do in Pathfinder Society is we like to find ways to recognize the people who are really doing awesome things for the community, really helping to make it a great community to be a part of that makes us want to come and play games. And one of the things that we do in order to do that is I have this award that I hand out, which is a campaign service coin, which is a little metal coin. It looks actually something like this. I can hold it up to the camera. But this basically goes out to volunteers or community members who really do a lot of work for the community to kind of go above and beyond. And we'd like to recognize them as publicly as possible. And I didn't get to do it at Gen Con. So I would like to formally announce that campaign coin number 863 is going to be awarded to our GM here today, GM Timon, for all of the work that he has done for Pathfinder Society, specifically with Foundry, everything that he has done to sort of deal with the uniqueness of society in VTT play. He's been a real champion for the society and everything that he's done. And I can't think of a better person to award this to. So I will be DMing you to figure out how to get this to you in person. But you now, when you fill out our chronicles, you now have a new organized play ID number to put on it, number 863. So congratulations.
Jeez, now I got to remember stuff.
Indeed, well deserved.
Congratulations.
deserved, yeah.
I will say, well, thank you. I mean, Alex did give up his weekend to be here. This is the second time that I've gotten to GM for Alex. The first time was a little bit more interesting because it was me, Alex, and 5 venture officers who all wanted to find out a little bit more about this Foundry thing. All playing
about 2 years ago.
all playing Lines of Katapesh, and there were only 2 people who hadn't played Lines of Katapesh, Alex and I. So that was interesting, and that was the first game that was the game that I earned my first glyph, and I think I'm now about 5 away from my 4th. So
nice.
I'd like to. Well, thank you. This is unexpected and amazing, and greatly appreciated. And I'm going to shrink you back down now.
No! I'm shrinking! I'm melting.
And Tim helped a lot at Gen Con too, picking up games and things. So.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, he did a tremendous amount of work picking up last-minute games and stuff. So while you were already on the list, that only cemented this. So,
and I'd like to thank all of the players today for being so incredibly generous, both with their time and with their donations. Thanks to everybody. I'll say the people who participated on this stream collectively donated something like $460, I want to say. It's just a huge reflection of the community that we've built here. And at the start of the game, Megan walked in. So for those of you in the audience who also donated today, thank you so much. Our organized play Foundry team for fundraising has broken 1,000, and we haven't even started our fundraising campaign really for the year. So thank everyone. Thank you all for donating. I will definitely have more information going forward on what potential rewards are if you've donated. I'll happily make them retroactive. If there's a higher award that I decide that we're going to give out, then we can combine donations. We can do whatever. I've got some cool ideas, but I definitely haven't had time to flesh it out because normally we don't do this until November, so this was a nice warm-up. So, Alex, thank you so much for spending your time, and Tilea, Mats, Petrea, Sean, Sterling, thank you all for your donations, for coming out, for playing what I think was a very entertaining game. Please stick around after the stream so we can quickly do the paperwork in Discord, because then I don't want to deal with that here. And to everybody else, again, thank you all for coming. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. There's way more users than I expected. I expected like 10 people, and it looks like there's 30 people at least in chat. thank you for coming. Hopefully entertaining. 401. It goes live in about a week and a half. I think a week Wednesday. So you'll all be able to play this with your friends. You now know the cool items that you definitely could find in this adventure. So go and search around. Unfortunately, for those of you who haven't played Pathfinder Society before, you don't get to keep the ones that you discovered. So it's all use it or lose it. However, what I was going to say is the players today have gained access immediately to a Brooch of Shielding, which is an uncommon item, to a Dagger of Venom, which they can obtain once they hit level 3 for a discounted price of 140 gold, a Demon Mask, which they can now purchase at level 2, discounted to 79 gold, a Wand of Comprehend Language, which they can access at level 3, discounted to 150 gold, a Wand of Manifold Missiles, which is friggin' cool to get. They can get it at level 3, discounted to 150 gold, which is a pretty steep discount for that weapon.
Dang.
And a Wand of Widening first level, which they can get at level 2, discounted to 94 gold. So this is one heck of a chronicle, and this one, as it's the start of the season, is both metaplot and repeatable. So you can play this and try and get all of those items on every single one of your characters, based on the sheer number of rolls and the fact that only one person has to find any of these things. Play with 6 players, max it out, get really cool stuff for your society players.
Don't tell people how to game our systems.
I'm not telling people anything that they can't find by watching the stream. So again, thank you all for coming, and with that, I wish everybody a pleasant day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye all.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.